David.
What?
Dread Captain Cervantes was confirmed for Soul Calibur 6.
I thought I told you.
Okay.
Yes!
All right.
I told you there was nothing to worry about.
Best character.
I don't know why I was worried.
Cervantes has been in all of the games,
Okay.
except for the one with Lloyd in it. And even
Lloyd
then, he
was
might have been an
Cervantes.
NPC.
All right. So can we hear? Can we see?
Yes.
I see this.
Yay! Okay. Welcome to the fucking game that makes me cry like a little bitch. Many of you were here last time. Many of you, but not all of you. Jax and David, you are new to this adventure.
Yep.
So yeah, so this is a total conversion for Skyrim, called Enderal, and yeah, it makes me emotional at certain points. Very badly so. So
Well, considering how it ends.
don't tell them anything. Yeah, the rule policy, we can play the guessing game.
Not telling anyone anything.
Yeah, we can play the guessing game like I played with you guys last time, with Jax and David. So what we want you to do is to pay attention, make as many theories as you possibly can about the plot and what you think is going to happen, and we will give you hints if you are going in the right direction or if you're very, very wrong.
Alright.
That's how we'll play this.
Can I say what I think about the game?
You can say what you think about the game as we go.
Oh.
Oh no!
White people dancing makes me emotional.
White dancing!
Yeah, you guys can go through that. Oh boy, it's fun. And I'll be playing a different build this time, because last time I played just a stealth archer with magic, and so it was really cheap.
You just like vampired everyone.
I did, and I'm still gonna do that because entropy is still a broken tree, because devour soul is the most OP thing ever. Because you don't get to regen health in this game. You regen stamina at normal rate, like you do in Skyrim, but magic regen is really low, especially at low levels until you can get magic regen armor. And then your health just does not regen unless you have eaten food. And so, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And I have to remember that my forward power attack like launches me forward instead of just being a forward power attack. So it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so you get to see me futz with the menus this time because I did make a prep save, and then when I went and nuked all my saves when I was trying to relearn how to play this, I deleted that prep save. So we're kind of fucked. So you get to see me futz with the menus at the start. Alright, let's go. And I'll probably knock down the difficulty like super low, just so we can move fast.
This game's...
Forget about the arrow.
What, Uni? Do you not like it, or you just get suspicious of people that you shouldn't be
No.
suspicious of?
You know, I'm not going to say anything until after the first cutscene.
Oh yeah, also there are pre-baked cutscenes. Some of them are very loud. I will give you a warning before we hit those cutscenes. You might want to turn down your speakers. So like, some of them they're like totally fine, and then there's like 2 or 3 that are really bad.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah.
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Where they had a horrible time mixing the audio, and they were called on that on the Reddit, and they were like, yeah, we just fucked up mixing the audio, and remaking those is awful. So just turn down your speakers.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
unprofessional. They should have just done it again.
Oh, they're a small team that was gradually losing people.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's unprofessional.
So yeah, welcome to this. It's called A Nice Day in Summer, our first quest, but I'm not going to pay attention to that. Those back.
I can't remember.
We're not
Can
there.
you grab and eat the butterflies?
This is technically still Skyrim, so yes.
Good.
It's a nice day to eat butterflies in the summer.
That's a way of
You
thinking
don't?
about it. I don't eat things unless I have to. Ugh. I'm sorry, I'm nervous to be doing this again. For people, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see my books be read. I don't care about any of the rest of this. I don't need it. I just need to know if I read books.
Why should you be nervous? If anything, you should be excited and happy.
Oh, I am. Oh wait, that needs to be medium, because I can't read anymore. I've gone blind in the last 2 years.
Sir, I can't read.
And that'll be 30
Did you-
morning.
Did you kill the Haru who could read?
Now, you piece of shit. There we go. Okay, yeah, those are fine, and I don't worry about that until later. And we'll make a Whoops, don't delete that. We'll make a 0 save right here. Alright, so it's very pretty and very beautiful. La da da. I think I capped my FPS, so my new card should make this explode. So before we go forward, by the way, the Nice Day of Summer wants me to go talk with Daddy. He has something important to tell me. Take that as you will. So before we go that way, we're gonna explore a little. So you see how beautiful this all is? It's a nice, pretty sunset.
Just go.
Yeah,
We've got a long game ahead of us, bro.
we do.
Just
But
talk
you
with
know,
Step
look at-
Daddy.
but
Look
you
at this
know,
beautiful pixelated brush.
look at all these guys. We just
Just
have
go
Yeah.
talk to Stab Daddy.
so burn skeletons and teddy bears and joy. You know, just so you can.
This
hint
I
it's actually
already
good.
have opinions.
Daddy!
Good.
I'm coming, Daddy!
Well, hold on, we're gonna. Oh no, that book's still on this path. Actually, I know that because I just checked it. There's a book on the path. Nutritiousness of meat. So let's read that. really quick.
Nutritiousness of meat.
Meat is life.
Meat is life.
Even the ash people who were populating this world before us knew that. Each time they killed an enemy in battle, they tore out the liver and the heart of the fallen and ate them together with their family. By doing so, just as everyone knows, the strength of the beaten enemy is passed on. But as we are living in a time which eating fellows is nonsensically seen as barbaric, we, the friends of the bloody meat, have to settle for animal sources.
Nonsensical.
I don't remember that book.
That was there, I read it to you, I checked the stream.
Okay.
I wasn't
I
there
did-
at the beginning, so I never heard of this.
Yeah, V has not seen any of this. He's about to go on a ride too with you two.
Yeah,
Uni-
Mare, I don't mean to, like, be a bitch, but could you, like, keep the singing to a low? It's kind of distracting.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I
There's
didn't realize I
a
was loud. I'm sorry.
there's this pretty little
You're
shrine
always
with a note.
loud.
This is the next one. And it's
No, you
oh,
weren't yelling. It was the singing. Sorry.
And oh Lord, oh Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you, I am nothing. A twig on the currents of time, a sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive too my wife and my child. Deliver me from my pains and bless us with your everlasting mercy.
What is this like weird dollar store version of the Lord's Prayer? That's weird.
Oh no, you'll understand. It might take the whole game, but you'll understand.
Oh boy.
And so here's Daddy.
Yeah,
Hi.
Stab Daddy!
I didn't realize I got to the cannibalism angle so quickly.
Yeah, it's immediate, man. It gets even fucking harder in the house. So hi,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Is there
Why
blood on
is
that?
there
I didn't
blood
see
on
you
the
coming.
stump?
Don't worry.
So, how did it go? Did you find it?
What is this
Did you
place,
find it?
Daddy? Why are we?
Daddy, what's
where
with the
are
blood?
we?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just mommy, sister, you, and me. Now tell me, how did it go?
Daddy, what the
You find
fuck?
it?
Answer my question.
No, I didn't.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that?
No shit.
Oh well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. Alright?
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you too, Daddy.
There's
Your
nothing.
mom's cooking right now.
Yeah, she's cooking. It's delicious,
Great.
man.
Mommy!
It's the yummiest.
Mama!
No, don't say anything, guys. Child
Oh
laughter.
my god, I don't like that.
Oh yeah, look at Daddy's
Hey.
prep table with the all the
What
meat
a lovely diagram.
and a lovely
Is that a heart in a
diagram.
jar?
Oh yeah, that's
There's
a heart in a
fucking heart in a
jar.
jar.
And there's
Why is
Daddy's savory meat pie, which there's actually nothing wrong with this. It's 2 pounds of minced meat, a jar of flour, handful of bruised garlic, handful of ground whisperweed, half a jar of meat broth, and a pinch of sugar. Nothing wrong with that. It's pretty sane.
Yeah, I don't,
Pre-
I
is
don't
that
see
a
a problem
pretzel?
with that.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
that
little
an uncooked pretzel?
Yeah, it's a little uncooked pretzel. That's fun.
You got a problem with Daddy's pretzel?
Yeah, and then there's all these locked doors and a locked trap door, and then the locked door, that's the forbidden door.
The forbidden
The
door.
forbidden
I love how they
door.
have exclamation
forbidden door
points
that-
after requires keys.
Now
like,
don't go
requires
inside my
keys.
shed!
We may as well say it. The forbidden door will never open.
Oh, it'll
Could be-
open. It'll open. It's just a forgotten story.
It's just people will friggin' not open it, or it's like it'll show up in like the later patch.
Yeah, it'll show up for the DLC for it, which is just them technically expanding it.
Oh,
'cause it's a
goodbye
mod.
my internet.
Okay, so so this is, what was this called? I can't remember. This is the art of crispy meat. Who doesn't know
yeah.
that? You are looking forward to a nice crispy piece of meat after a hard day of work, but it's your useless child who you instructed to cook it gives you a charred something instead. You castigate them, but the problem stays the same. You are hungry, which means there's no other way than doing it yourself. Walk to the fireplace, cut out a bloody chunk of the animal, and throw it into the kettle. And lo and behold, slowly the pleasant smell of burned life reaches your nostrils. Is there anything better than that? I don't think so.
You're right. You're right.
So if you got overcooked meat, you can boil it and it'll be good.
Yeah, I
No.
guess
Yes.
so. But it'll say a bloody animal. Also, for emphasis, look at our boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
Kronos.
Yeah.
It's Kronos eating his kids. It's the
Yeah.
best
Huh.
friend's favorite.
Yep.
You know, I think they're
Favorite
trying to
classic
tell
art.
us something.
They're all
I think
little.
that
Yeah,
picture
I-
brings the house together.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go in the meat room.
Just a bunch of nondescript meat.
Help mom
Where'd
cook.
that come from?
Yeah. Help mom cook. But where's mom? Oh, daddy's coming.
Daddy!
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
Daddy, that's
I couldn't
creepy.
find mommy.
But what
What
about
about mommy?
mommy and sister?
What? Now when you look at that, I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember?
Fuck off, Daddy!
You murdered them back then. Both of
Oh,
them.
geez, thanks, Dad.
No use crying over spilled milk, right?
What the
At least this
fuck?
means there's more meat for the two of us.
Oh,
You still remember how
Oh.
to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll
I
look for
mean-
a nice sharp knife in the meantime to cut off
Right.
the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
No, 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 we don't know.
And then
Oh,
all the
God,
options
Choose
are
your
this.
option.
This is the only option we have. It's all three of them. But I
What
didn't
up?
kill them, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And,
Crispy meat.
gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now,
But
please,
it was not me.
let's start
It
cooking.
was the one-eyed man.
I'm so bloody damn hungry.
Unfortunately, the statement is correct, but you'll understand later. And again, these are the only three options we have. But I didn't kill him, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining?
He used us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
important. He's
You know-
gonna shove me.
Sometimes
Daddy,
I
you're
wish
walking
you
into me.
made me just a
That happens
little
in
less
Skyrim.
merciful. Just a little less pious.
Oh, what's
Because
gonna
then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born.
Oh.
Yes.
That's
I
cool,
should have
Daddy.
killed you. I should have just killed you.
Daddy,
Just
no,
like
not the
you
belt!
killed us. You think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up,
What?
my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget.
I don't mind.
Do you hear me? The
Oh.
dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me.
Please don't eat
Bring
the
me a
deer.
nice crisp piece of meat. Bring me a nice crisp piece
Ah,
of meat.
crisp
Bring me a
piece of
nice
meat.
crisp piece of meat. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
Oh, boy,
well,
I know how he
that's-
feels.
that was lovely.
Oh, I remember that.
A nice day in summer it was.
All
Really?
right, now,
Oh, huh.
Now I'll say the thing I was gonna say. This game's
Let's
fucking
begin
weird.
With a
It is.
question.
Yeah.
I know,
Fair.
right?
It sounds
Your father's
simple
fucked
to
up.
you at first.
It's
But I
so
pray
it gets
you to
so
think
much
about it.
weirder.
What
Bring me a nice
distinguishes a free
crispy
man
Sunday.
from a
The
slave?
more you
Oh,
look,
I
the
need a
weirder it gets.
Now, however, let us start this story where another one ended.
I'm gonna
I thought he didn't like crispy meat.
With the death of the Lightborn.
Apparently he does.
Oh, it's
Then why did
For
his book say,
4,000
boy, do
years
I
they
hate
had
crispy meat?
Over this
Ooh.
world, 7 are
Oh, this is pretty a la
who through their
Dragon Age
magic
2.
had acquired eternal life.
Tyranny.
In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most. They ruled
Because
over
Corpus
with an
computer isn't strong enough
ironclad
to stream and render all those funds.
Within just
Yeah.
one
It's
century, they united the shattered
No,
land.
it's doing a lot at the
A
same
single
time.
century later,
Yeah.
their human origin was forgotten. They became gods or lightborn as they let themselves
I'm
be
making new
worshipped as.
characters when I should.
Yet the longer they reign,
Veruca.
the louder the voices
No, I don't
grew
want
that
to just
accused
post
them of
Veruca.
tyranny.
I must make them
The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthi.
I want it.
I made my reserves. That's my work for today.
Nah.
And he succeeded in
Start working on your
achieving
character.
what once
Now I
thought
gotta read
impossible.
everyone's-
He gathered an army,
You did enough, honey.
overturned the Lightborn,
No, he didn't.
and gave back
Bring me a nice
freedom to
crispy
mankind.
Sunday.
Oh,
However, the price for this was
Oh my god!
because where there are gaps of
kick your
power,
ass, V.
fights erupt. As such,
It's a meme
this
now.
world grew
It's
into
a
what
meme,
it
guys.
is today. Shattered, riven,
Who's
broken into pieces.
gonna kick first? Duties or fees?
Both of them at the same time.
No, please, I'm better than him. Beat me up first.
No.
But all
I
of
was
this
about
was
to say-
merely a
No, you're not.
Fuck
diversion,
you too!
so that no one would notice something else.
That was
The death of the
Legs have two
Lightborn
legs,
had set
so-
something into motion.
I
Clock.
I do have two legs.
Having
Oh
long
my god, I
stood
hate
still.
this.
Gears
I
now once
hate
again slowly began to turn.
Formatting.
Shiny.
This is the story of someone
Okay.
who wanted to be free.
Okay, so this artifact has some sort of importance. Clearly. Probably
Clearly.
abandoned.
Clearly.
I didn't hear the sound effect. What was it?
It's a warbling heartbeat kind of sound. So basically what that was, if you didn't catch it, that was the summary of what happened kind of in the previous game to this, which they made for the Oblivion engine called Nerim, which was
Okay.
a bunch of, oh actually I'll sum it when we get to character briefings for about
Hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what?
Sorry, I was having a nightmare.
you know.
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
Bye.
that was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all.
Your face is a bit
What was that
harsh.
dream again, wasn't it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It was
Seriously,
the
if we
crisp
had
piece of
every
meat.
night since we woke up screaming,
Again.
we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and, well, not like this. Some things never change, I guess.
Yeah, the dead don't forget. Did you know that?
Maybe you blame yourself for all of this. For what happened to your family, I mean.
Blame myself? What makes you think that?
Well,
Yeah.
there must be a reason that you dream
Family
the
was
same
crazy
thing
evil.
Over and over, mustn't
If I
it?
did kill them,
I'm no
they
scholar,
toasted
but maybe these
it.
dreams are trying to tell you something. Oh, I don't know.
My dreams are trying to tell me that I'm a cannibal.
Are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to pin something on me, my dude? Are you trying to say something?
I don't know, maybe, but even if I do, what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But who knows? Maybe
wanna
everything
fight?
is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing.
How
Only
progressive.
this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Enderal's also a theocracy, so make of that what you will.
Oh, I love
Lovely.
theocracies.
Okay, so me too, but we're
God
going-
wills it! God wills it!
I was about to say, what was theocracy again, to those who do not know?
The what?
What is theocracy for those of us who
Religious
don't know?
government.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Religion
it's government ruled by a religion.
The government is ruled by the religion.
The government is part of
It's
the
like
religion.
it's like the word of God is the rule of government.
Yes.
Like the dollar bill, and God
Oh
we
my
trust.
god.
Okay, so me too, but we're gonna pay our debt as soon as we've earned some money over there.
We're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're
Oh,
able to find a
no,
job over there, we'll
$5.
still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself. What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just
ground.
keep on forgetting it.
That just means you're not paying attention. Are you really my friend?
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of, maybe not. Okay,
Ah!
so what the thing was this basically a summary of Narim, what happened there, and then what happened after. So what happened?
So you can't be a cat person.
You cannot be a cat person at all. You can
Also,
only
when I read body, I thought it said poop.
Okay, all you can be is half Eterna, which is basically elf. Arizalian,
Gross.
which is the Nord, Killian,
Cute.
which is Breton, and then Kyranian, which is
Hell
Red
yeah.
Guard. I have a
vote.
preset though already, so I need to be Arizalian. So what that was is the summary of Narim. So what happened in Narim was
Oh, she's so pretty.
thank you.
But she's white.
Sorry, V. She's not blonde this time. So what happened in Narim was a bunch of Arcanists, way back in the day, mages essentially, got super powerful, ascended to godhood, supposedly. They just made themselves immortal. But they became worshipped as gods, ruled over everyone, established a huge worldwide theocracy, actually. And then people eventually started to get pissed off at that, and were like, well, this is tyranny, fuck that. And
No, this isn't tyranny, this is Enderal.
And then a guy named Naranthal Aranthiel was like, well, fuck that shit, and went and overthrew the gods, killed them.
Is that the ugly guy from Oblivion?
Yeah, he was the Oblivion one. He was the Nerim. He's the main character. Well, not the main character. You were the main character, obviously, but you followed alongside him, helping him kill the gods. That was the plot of Nerim.
So he was the main character, you were the insert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're kind of the insert, except if you read your Narim anything, because I put up the whole summary of Narim, you find out that Naranthal was actually half god. He's one of the children of one of the gods, the Lightborn. He was a son of one of them. And the son of another guy named Teeler Aranthiel, who's the head of the Holy Order, which makes it even more ironic that he was out killing the
Gay?
gods. Yeah. Made it even more ironic that he was killing the gods. So, he got killed because he couldn't complete this predestination you were working on. This predestination of the Shadow Gods, which predicted the death of the gods. By the hand of the Shadow God, which was an unknown entity at the time. And it turns out you were the Shadow God. You were the one to slay all the gods.
Lovely.
So that's how
Well.
that ended. But with the death of all the gods, Narim was the first to obviously know, because everything took place in Narim. Narim collapsed into civil war after that game.
Hell yeah.
And as
Fun
the
times.
word spread to other continents, these other continents started to collapse into civil war. Enderal is one of the only continents that is not currently in a civil war. You will find out why.
Oh,
And that is
boy.
why
So-
you're fleeing to Enderal.
But to go back to the race selection type, I guess Daddy wasn't a furry, huh?
That is not a furry. I don't think there is the cat race at all, actually, in this world. They just
Racist.
let you know. Yeah, no cat
Just
race,
cat
no lizard.
people.
No cats or lizards, so I will...
I want to sell skooma, damn it!
Okay, so we'll name her that. 'cause I already-
Level 20 Kaiden is
Razia.
immortal, why doesn't he
Right,
start
how
a
could I have
theocracy?
forgotten? She was one of the few free people
You know,
who ever set foot
not a
on
bad
ship.
idea.
Anyway.
But he's a little tricky getting most of
I'm
the
gonna
public
hit the hay for
to
an
accept
hour or so.
Asmodeus.
It's your turn to stand.
Good point.
Wait. You hear that?
No!
Motherfucker, I'm already standing!
Someone's coming.
Women nowadays just don't want a man to court them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old
This
days.
guy courts
Back
people?
when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye.
What a gentleman.
Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, hold on, hello, I gotta do something because I just realized I don't think I fixed that. It's still set on expert. We're setting it to novice so we don't die.
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp, quickly, put out the lamp.
Yeah, okay, there it is. You happy now?
Now, quiet.
La 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 la, loud noises!
Smells like Mortier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if we can find it down here.
Okay.
This guy sounds like a low tier grunt. I think we can take him.
He's about to drop.
Don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy. I'll take the young one. Go.
He will attack whatever he hits first.
Yeah.
It is literally becomes chaos.
I'll take the ugly one. You take the other one.
Okay.
Defend yourself. Go for haymaker.
I'm going to third person so I barely can.
You can do it.
I'm not
Come on,
dodging,
hot
I'm
girl.
on
Swing those fists. Give him those hands.
I hope I suplex this guy. Yeah!
Yeah! Oh!
Hot girl don't got time.
He's not incapacitated, he's dead.
Wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now?
You know. Let's tie them
Let's
up.
kill them.
No, let's tie
for them.
Let's tie them up and gag them. When we arrive, we'll sneak out.
Yes.
Leave no witnesses.
That makes sense. One of them
No,
said
they're
it's
not.
not much longer until we arrive.
You beat his nose into his
No one
brain.
noticed they're gone.
Look, they're dull.
Come on.
They have
Actually
plot
dead
armor.
already.
It's fine.
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
Okay, so we gotta find a
We
rope.
were over the hump when we made it on board.
Oh, I know where the rope is actually. It's right here. So yeah, they're.
Find the rope.
Be easy.
He's
can
just
it?
crunched up right there in front of you, dude. His neck is stretched out. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I thought it was getting glitched. I just can't see very well. Okay, so this is the rope. I'm going to first person. So we'll go right back into cutscene.
Sparkly noise.
Probabilities have turned against you.
Who the fuck?
Where?
You are confused by my sudden appearance, but my identity is irrelevant.
Where?
Oh yes, you know what, lady?
It is serious, unfortunately.
Hi, Dead Lady.
Your mom gay!
We're down
I
here.
don't
Please.
see her.
We didn't mean
She's
any
in dark,
harm.
right there.
These guys were just.
Oh, okay.
Ask that I not
She's the
reveal
weird shape right in
all
front of
your
you.
intentions
Through the
were
door.
not
Oh, okay.
evil, and I believe you. But sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
Your mom gay!
What are you doing? Please, just don't leave. We just wanted to.
We spent a lot of the game getting thrown around at start.
Lovely.
We're only
Noticed.
Well,
We're gonna
we
have
should
another
punch
crazy
people
fucked
to
up
death.
nightmare now.
It's okay, don't
Oh, I love that loading screen. So gentle.
Oh. Ooh, I don't like that noise.
Oh, things starting to come into focus now.
Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic.
Yes.
Is that about it?
That's exactly it.
I know it sounds crazy, but it's the
True
truth.
facts.
Please, my Dane, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us. The war. We just wanted a second chance. That's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars,
I don't
you were
like
simply
her tone of
forced to board
voice.
without pay.
It's alright, she's fine, she's good.
Yes, we could work for you. You know, we could scrub the deck, peel potatoes.
Yeah, everything's fine.
anything
Yeah,
to pay off our
fine.
debt.
Fine.
And as soon as we've arrived,
You won't be arriving.
How
Oh, we will.
truly, truly heartbreaking.
Well, actually,
But let's be honest.
Okay.
You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am?
Very
stupid.
What?
You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain.
I don't give a
Your
shit
dad's a
for your
lesbian.
accusations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one
To be fair,
for
he
scum
tried
on
to
my
pluck your
ship.
heartstrings.
Listen,
I've
don't-
been unconscious.
Don't lump me in with this guy. I mean, come on.
Do it.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
Up you go.
No.
You can't do this.
Oh, serious.
Oh, believe me, I can.
Bitch.
No.
Nope.
Oh, died like a bitch.
Oh no, there's blood in my eye.
Look at that.
Quick, play that.
Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie her and her comrade together and feed them to the fish.
That's hard.
Listen, lady, I don't like how you're like moonwalking all over your deck.
That's just a Skyrim engine. Okay, by the way, we're about to hit one of those loud things, so I would advise churning down your shit. Your drums are gonna get blown out.
I can't turn anything down any lower.
Well, you're gonna experience hell. Hi, this one's playing smoothish.
Smooth jazz. What? I don't hear anything.
Oh, it's so
It'll be in a
smooth. I'm
second.
slipping all over the place.
Oh, you said smooth ish.
Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway?
So many people just talk, and
How
never
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, team.
I know I'm not real. At least not according
It's
to
trying
your
to lull you into a
damn
false
well
sense of security, clearly.
I can tell.
It's all nice and quiet.
But then again,
This just isn't happening.
what is reality anyway?
Lord and light. Give me a nice crispy something.
Only the crispiest.
Well, that wasn't very loud at all.
You
Wait.
lied to me.
What? Where am I? And actually, they might have fixed the audio then. But yeah, welcome to. This is basically knock off the tree room, because if you look at your menu, you don't have that.
It's literally just the sky from Sovngarde.
Yeah, it's a sky
Yeah,
from
it's
Sovngarde,
like,
but-
wow, we're in Sovngarde.
Yeah, except it's just this little island. This is your skill trees and everything, blah blah blah. You guys won't be in here that often with me because I'll be grinding off screen, and so usually I'll have this filled in on my own unless I forget to do it. So we'll just take this for right now and hop out.
You okay with those flashing lights, by the way, Jax?
As long as it doesn't do it too often.
Is it flashing?
Like, no, it was like when it was like
cutscene.
flickering back and forth in the cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Like between the two scenes, like where it sped up at the end was like not my favorite thing.
Oh yeah, that should not. I don't think any of the others do that. They're all usually pretty long.
Then I'm fine.
Yeah. And there's that. Okay, so
You
I
feel
feel dizzy,
dizzy.
and it starts with the dreams. Find a way to reach inland. And so yeah, we're here. I'm gonna run my bat, my first thing, because I play Walk Fashion Skyrim. And so of course I made my own arm.
How do you do that?
Very carefully. So I have that. So there. Also, it makes I made my character taller, so she's now a giant woman. She's now high.
All I
up
want
height.
to do, all I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman.
So yeah. So
You make me sick.
listen, it's
You
walk,
make
walk,
me sick, B.
It's walk.
Fuck
walk,
you
back.
too.
So there's my Kobo outfit. Coin purse. Did I have a sword already? Or no? No, I get the sword ahead. I'm sorry, I can't remember when I get shit this. Because I need the sword.
Oh, yet?
So, what the game is telling me is
You'll ruin just like the
that
Vigilance.
lady,
Right
that lady killed you over 500 pennies.
Yeah, she did. She did, which is very easy to get. You will find that out sooner. Although I burned through it really fast because the skill system in this game is actually done much more ingeniously than Skyrim because it makes you work your ass off for it. You don't gain skills by just using your shit. You gain skills by buying books to level up your skills, and you only have so many skill points per level that you can eat with books. There was a knife on this guy, so I missed.
Oh, knowledge. I hated it.
So basically...
It's always knowledge.
But V, knowledge is half the battle.
Yeah, but you get that knowledge with money. So
Yeah.
technically, it's money.
Yeah, it's money is the knowledge. The low level skill books ain't that bad of the price. The master level skill books cost about 1,000 a pop.
Holy
so,
shit.
yeah, if you're trying to level up your end skills, it's very painful. You will only get like 3 skills to max, even while abusing the bank
Because I
system.
read so much about people fighting each other with swords, I should be really good at fighting with swords.
Yeah. Well, there's also an explanation in game, which we'll get to, for why
Yeah.
you get so good. Why you get so
Look!
good so fast.
Meat!
Yeah, there's beef. I'll not
It's
take the
not
beef. I'll take the
crispy.
cheese. I'll take the cheese. Cheese lasts longer anyway. See, now you can see I'm very slowly regenerating health because of the cheese.
Daddy was actually a master sword.
No.
No.
Something happened to you when you got thrown overboard. Let's just say that.
You
You
hit
died.
your head on a rock
No, we
really
died.
hard, and it made
I
you better.
know!
You do know, but you don't get to say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
Listen, only one thing happens: thrown off a boat. You hit your head on the rocks.
Yeah, only your rocks. Don't worry about it. I think it's the first time you get to hear the music.
A little bit.
Look at all these skelemans.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
where's
yeah.
where's your buddy?
You can hear the sound of the music box playing your theme if you were paying attention at the start.
Garka, where's
same
your
song.
buddy?
Oh, yeah. Also, by the way, the books are counted as consumables because they're only supposed to be like one-time use things, but, you know, the headcanon of you just shoving the books in your mouth rapidly and eating them is so delightful. Also, for some reason, that
Consume the knowledge.
the
Delicious books.
Also, for some reason, there's that key on the floor, but there's also the exact same key up here somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. It's up here. There it is. It's on the floor right there. I don't know why there's 2. Maybe a Forgotten Stories will answer that, or maybe they just fucked up. Who knows? Put the key in the hole. So we can get out of here.
Seriously, I don't remember where Sirius is.
Oh no, you'll...
He did.
He's dead. Remember, you saw him get stabbed. He got thrown overboard. He probably got eaten by the fishes. Don't worry about it.
He got thrown overboard after being tied to you.
Don't worry about it, Dooney. You'll remember.
That's okay, the crime's got him.
Because I know, like...
Yeah, I know you know something. Yeah. Serious
Yeah, but I, like,
You
I thought
gotta
that
be
you-
quiet!
Oh,
No, I honestly thought that you discover him pretty late into the game for no reason. Oh wait, no, I remember the reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. You will find Sirius again.
Uni, I will elbow drop you.
I'll tell you. Now we have to tell him you do find Sirius again. He's yeah.
Oh, for real? Like he's not dead,
You
dead.
discover him.
You discover him.
Oh.
We're not
You
gonna-
discover
Rowdy?
him. There's anything anyone said about him being alive again.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically what this is warning you about is there are certain areas in this game. You have this horrible thing called arcane fever. If this gets to 100%, you drop dead. What makes it go
Oh,
up
lovely.
is drinking health potions, using healing spells, or specific areas that are considered tainted by magic. Like this area we're about to run into, so I can grab some ambrosia, which is the only thing in the game that makes the arcane fever go down.
Got a fever.
Aside from aside from more cowbell.
Technically that was fast. We only walked away with 4% fever. So yeah, it's a meter so you don't spam your spells, but it later on gets so irrelevant. So yeah, we'll take our first spell because we're playing a mage, sorta. A warrior mage is the intent of this build.
A mage with a sword.
Yeah, mage with a sword, that's her
I think
build.
is a warrior
Why
mage.
don't you just be a two-handed berserker, like a cool
I
person?
hate that shit.
Yeah.
I die so fast doing that. Oh yeah, so sleeping's relevant because you don't regen health, so sometimes if we hit a sleeping spot. Also, later on, there is a bank in this game. You generate interest through the bank. It's one of the most reliable ways to make money. So, in between the sessions when I go grinding, you might notice, you see right now, it's the 17th of the summer night. Don't worry when the months start rapidly jumping ahead, because I've been spamming sleep to grind money. So I can level the skills.
That's just what happens.
I think if I do it, like, the amount that's, like, healthy, it'll be, like, the arrival is the month we should end in. Also, yeah, that was the room we saw in the vision. There's no more bodies, no more life, blah, blah, blah. I didn't stop and look, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
I'm so used to doing the temple run really fast.
I'm not gonna forget that you didn't look.
Fine, I can go back! Watch, I can go back, it's right here, it's this door. My game loads faster than it used to.
The dead don't forget!
Oh, V,
Oh my
I will
God.
forget you. I'll forget your waifu, too.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, the waifu wars get to start eventually.
This
Oh,
is like
God.
mission make
see?
V as pissy as
Is
possible with
it
us.
spoilery if I ask what the waifu war will result in?
I want to do something different, but if V pisses me off enough, I want to do something different because I'm gonna go with the route I did the first time I played it when Forgotten Stories comes out. So I want, yeah, I'll do it that way the first time I played it. But if V pisses me off enough, we're just gonna go the original route all 3 times.
Okay.
If he pisses me off too much. And he knows why I'll do that route all 3 times, because if he pisses me off too much.
Because she likes the other guy.
I do actually like the other guy better than I like her, because he's around more often, in my opinion. He's around when it's more critical. So yeah, there's this weird machine here. Why is it so
Yo mama, yo daddy, and yo bald head.
My granny is dead, so she's definitely bald. Oh yeah, also, we gain weight, Carrie, by eating these mushrooms, these blue ones, ice claws. So yeah, shrooms, good to make you lift better.
Lovely.
In this game. So yeah.
Steroids!
Yeah, that's what they are, basically.
Basically.
So there's the weird machine.
The waifu that I remember liking the most is an NPC.
Yeah, they all are NPCs, obviously.
No.
Stupid.
Oh no! Which waifu is it? Is she relevant to the story? Does she have big
No.
boobles?
She does.
She's big boobles and big butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know which waifu you
Oh
are.
shit, I remember. Even
Yeah,
I
I know. We'll meet her before we actually meet V's waifu.
I don't remember anybody with a big.
You'll remember when we see her, because I don't think you were there when she was introduced. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was in one of the times that you weren't around.
I'll actually do a hard save right now.
Like, I was pretty cool with all of the characters.
All of the characters are pretty
and
solid.
I liked the proper girl waifu.
And then
Her stuff.
I think you even
But
liked
she was
the
a little
one...
too serious.
She's very serious, and the other one's laid back. He's very laid back, and yeah. Well, he's not exactly 100% laid back. He's a good as Uni.
He's got some huge baggage.
He's got huge baggage.
What the fuck is that?
It's a mud elemental.
He's got huge boobs.
He does not have huge.
Yeah, like the girl waifu, like I feel like she's kind of a downer sometimes.
She's a major.
Yeah, the girl and boy waifu both kind of have.
They're both downers.
They're both downers, but he deals with it, I think, better.
He deals with it more.
Are you sure you remember him correctly?
It's not that I remember him correctly. I'm trying to find the right words for it, and I'm sleepy.
His story arc figures out how to do it better, because he's a good example, as Uni put it, of a chaotic neutral character that's not crazy or LOL randoms.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
but
a
I
perfect
feel like
example
he's
of
the
it.
kind of guy that you could still have, like, you could have a good time with and not
as
feel
long as you don't
shitty.
talk about certain topics with him, he's really cool and fun.
But girl
Otherwise, he's gonna
waifu
get-
is
he's
just
gonna
like
get nothing.
but girl waifu is kind of just like a constant downer all the time. It's
Listen,
like, ugh.
if you guys pressure me enough, I will disregard B entirely and do fucking the original route like I did. Or I'll just run
so mean.
See, now you're just being biased. 'Cause if I piss you off enough, and I was like, yeah, that means that if you got pressure me.
we have enough people also though who are like rooting already. I didn't
just
realize that
remember-
boy waifu was loved more.
I prefaced all of this with, I like all of the characters at least a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I like all the characters. I was also not as present as I could have been.
Ray was playing Breath of the Wild the entire time through it.
Yeah. But I liked her well enough. It's just I didn't like her. Like, in my opinion, I didn't like her to romance her.
My opinion will become easier to state the further we get into the game and you start noticing a pattern within the quests themselves. Which is girl waifu isn't there as for as many like personal to your character moments as boy waifu is. He's like there for almost every single one. Like there's only like one arc that he's not there for. That is
Yeah,
the
there's
first one.
that time.
And he has all the good reason not to be there.
Yes, I remember that one. I remember the weirdest things. Good God.
Okay, so
probably because those things happened when I was
the time that you
present.
caught him.
Yeah, don't talk about that yet.
Alright, fine. Well,
they'll see. They'll see. We need to we get excited about this game. It was pretty good. I'm collecting these by the way because there it is. There's an EXP system. Again, you don't gain skill through using your stuff. You gain skill by killing monsters and blah 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 like a normal game. I don't remember what my thing is, so the screen's gonna black out for a second because I remember by order of what I gain at what level. So 2 is mana, and you have to pick at level. But it does boost all your health right back up immediately, so leveling up is nice.
Oh, that's cool.
are you just giving... Is your character giving herself quests?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I should collect these things, which I guess makes sense, because I imagine she's actually probably starving to death.
Yeah, that could be it, yeah.
So she's like, oh my god, there's mushrooms and pumpkins. I'm gonna eat all of them. They're all going in my mouth.
Eat 3 pumpkins right now in one sitting.
I'm gonna eat them like I'm gonna eat all those books in the future.
Your character's just really hungry, that's the story.
That should be the story. It's great too, because actually fucking boy wife who gives you a bunch of books at one point. So all I can imagine is she's gonna stand there in front of him shoving
This is kind of just huge quest.
Yeah, this is huge quest on drugs. Okay, there's my flame spell, but
It even has cannibalism.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna use the fire spell. I'm gonna use my boon though, because lightning's pretty solid in this game. Lightning and ice are the solid ones. What am I doing?
I brought you these books. I brought you these books because I thought you
might
putting them in your mouth.
Okay, so there's a trap here. Once you use it, so I'm gonna lure this bitch into it. Hi, come on, let's go. Let's not hit the trap.
Hey, fuck you.
Come on.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Okay. There's all these symbols. They're random. They're useless. They only give you a little bit of XP. There's 100 of them in the game. Don't worry about them. I'll collect them as we go. There's my sword. That's what I was looking for.
I'm worried about them now.
So yeah, I don't think I should take the human flesh or the human heart. I don't need that.
Hey, there's a perfectly good book there.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of book that I can eat. So I don't want
it.
It's not the delicious kind.
It's not the kind.
Tastes like human.
It doesn't taste like intelligence. Oh my god, I can't do this jump anymore. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's stuff up here.
It doesn't taste like intelligence. It tastes like crappy romance novel.
It's actually a book about magic. It's like how the magic works in the world, how it's supposed to work. Because they do.
It tastes like exposition.
Yeah, there's a good simple explanation they give later on. That's much better. Oh, did I pick up something? A sword. That's what I picked up. The sword in my.
Feasting in a cave on a book like Nolan North.
Ray, do you not like the taste of exposition?
It depends on how it's delivered to me.
And that's the end of our first dungeon crawl, by the way. We're already out.
I mean...
Did you eat those pumpkins, though?
Not yet, but I did kick a dog.
Eat the fucking pumpkins!
Eat the dog!
No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think I put this up in Discord because I fucking forgot that this is considered, or light magic, is life absorption.
Did it say that one of the potions was rancid?
Yes, the low-level potions, the weakest potions, are rancid.
Gross.
Yeah, they're all like old and gross, and you're just like desperate.
You're desperate. It's like when you have expired cough syrup.
Yeah, you're so sick you're desperate is what's going on.
Or expired coffee cream, and you're just like, well, there's only going to be a little bit in there, so it probably won't make me sick.
There's only some slight curdling, it's fine.
Oh
yeah,
my
in the
god.
potion.
Yeah, Yeah, just in potion format. And the potion, remember, makes you more sick because it'll give your fever higher.
Yeah.
You're really... I kicked the dog again. Jesus, Nara. You're mean. She's a
You
lot meaner
suplex
than...
the dog.
She's Dio!
She's a lot meaner than fucking Maya was already. And it's
Is
not
unarmed combat a thing in Enderal more than Skyrim?
Of what? What
And
combat?
unarmed combat?
No. There's only one like major brawl I can think of and a side quest, and I probably will be able to talk about it because one of my major skills is going to be the talking one.
No, but what I mean is, like, can you actually make a build in like Skyrim?
I think there is an armor set that does support unarmed. I'm not using it though.
Why don't you travel the way of the fist?
Because I am playing the way of the
Why
magic
is
sword.
it so? Why was that X like so bright red?
Because it's marking, because it's trying to teach you that there is these spots in the world that you can dig and get stuff out of. Yeah,
I really don't remember that at all.
Yeah, because that was more part of my grind rotation than anything. Because it's part of like, oh, I go into all these places that you guys never get to see. Because
Don't forget to eat any butterflies you see.
I'm not going to eat butterflies. I will eat the pumpkins though. Actually, thank you for not reminding me.
Why the butterflies? What did the butterflies ever do to you?
I'm not eating the butterflies. Fuck.
I'm the one that reminded you about the.
What's the point? Oh yeah, I don't want you. You don't matter to me.
I don't know. I just like the idea of like a fantasy hero just snatching a butterfly in the air and just shoving it into their mouth.
Oh wait, hold on. I wanted this to be my 5 save. For some reason, I will keep saves to every 5 in Enderal, 5 and 0s, and I will compulsively like save beforehand to get to a 5 or 0 save if it's an important moment. So we're about to hit an important moment. I'm trying to get rid of them because it will drive me crazy. I know I should do it after, but it will drive me fucking batshit. Okay, is there a symbol over here or no? Oh no, but I can steal from your chest before it gets robbed. And sell it all to you. Hi, guy. So yeah, answers marked with those double arrows make the story go faster.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my dame?
Are you coming on to me?
We're on a quest to get huge.
No, that's the formal address thing. My dame is for ladies.
I'm not talking about the way he's I'm talking about his tone of voice, not his
his tone of voice.
Oh no, that VA always comes kind of strong like that. 'Cause he shows up a couple other times. So that's long story. Where am I here? Who are you?
Who am I? Findelise, apothecarius by my path.
Who am
Pleased
I?
to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
You're supposed to have some
There
ridiculous
we
accent.
go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on her way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this girl isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with her as if we were in the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I mean, dude, you've talked to her for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Do they have 2 gender bathing houses?
No.
No, it's one bathing house.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is.
As
He has good reason to be.
Grand
Any
champion.
more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville.
You had to think about that for a second, okay.
You don't look
Oh.
so
I made it up.
Your eyes.
It's not real.
Well, whatever.
What about my eyes?
There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So
Excuse
if I were
you.
I'd ask the priest in Riverville to have a look at you.
Your face is just covered in pumpkin
Maybe
guts.
you caught something in the temple.
And pieces of paper?
Nothing about the face, the mouth.
So,
Yeah, what is it before I continue?
fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, what's your story? Why are you here?
Us? Oh, nothing spectacular, I'm afraid. We gather herbs, but tomorrow we're going back north, to League.
Of extraordinary gentlemen?
Yeah,
You
the
should
League of
stop
the
by
Apothecary.
one day if you're in the area. Someone who scours Pyrian ruins and survives could surely be useful to the apothecary and help us find some things.
You spell apothecary weird.
Yeah, they do. It's
Your
intent.
mom.
Oh, keep in mind, yeah, this is the English version of the game, the original version, and the actual, you know, version.
It's
What the writers
German,
are
right?
from. Yeah, it's German. This is written by a bunch of crazy Germans.
Oh god.
So yeah, that'll give you hints about why the plot is so weird. They understand some
'Cause it's
weird shit better.
Germans.
They understand some weird shit better than we do. So can you tell me more about this region?
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And,
Oh yeah, I just remember what I wanted to say.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, you can say
I
that.
think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell.
What do you want to
Riverville, that's so
him saying
not
Riverville so many times reminded me.
Yeah.
Nashville is also Jazzville.
I would like to point out, basically, also, you'll find out very quickly, none of the towns in this game have very creative names. The Enderalians are about as boring as they get.
Probably sounds better in German.
You have Riverville, you have Fogville, you have Foamville, you have
It's
Doonville.
Okay, but the thing is like, with Riverville, it's like in the exact same like place.
As a river, yes.
There's a river running through it. I see.
It's just like, so it's basically Riverwood.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Oh, no, it's not. It looks pretty different. They got creative with the layout. I will get lost in part of it because I don't remember how to turn out onto the road to leave, actually, because it's weirdly set up. So I see, are there any places that might be of interest to an adventurer?
To an adventurer? If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch.
River,
It was
huh?
once an old
Yeah, they're
trading
obsessed with
post,
the rivers,
but
right?
now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also
saw a
big
mud
Pyrian
crab the
ruin
other day.
south of it.
Okay, and then you said you were an apothecarius by my path. What do you mean, by my path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is...
Does he think he is a
it's just my
dumber?
path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
A role designated to you by Malthus, which is one of the gods. You beat the gods assign your professions to you?
Not exactly.
No.
Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites, and there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless.
So Malthus
Within
is the
these roles, we
Overqueen?
are free to
Of
choose a
this
profession,
area, of this particular
but
continent.
certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best. And who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
What do we do best?
We're pathless because we're an outlander. We're pathless because we're an outlander.
We follow the path of the town drunk.
No, we follow the path.
That is the
fucking
path
crazy.
that was designated to us by the
Well,
gods,
this is-
and who could deny them?
We follow the path of the crazy
Oof.
woman that eats books. Okay, so,
Who
but
could
aren't
say
you?
they don't know best? I mean, they say I'm the town drunk, I'm pathless.
Oh god.
But aren't you frustrated by being bound to that path? Don't you want to advance?
In the folly of my youth, I might have thought about it, yes. But then I realised that half of what goes wrong in this world has to do with the desire to advance.
Okay, fuck you,
I'm
buddy.
interested in living the righteous path
Yeah,
and to
Enderal's
contribute to the preservation of my people. That's enough for me, and only the faithful will be granted the eternal paths upon death.
So, who are the pathless, by the way?
Men or women who have never received the path consecration, or those who have broken their path. Brigands, glimmer dust smugglers, murderers. Well, you know.
Oh, Glimmer dust sounds like such an...
It's the only illegal drug in Enderal, so make of that what you will. All the other drugs are legal, but glimmer dust.
Lovely.
Because
It's
glimmer
like-
dust is so bad for you.
It's like Somnus and 14.
So in Nerim, there's a rumor the gods are dead.
And over here, there's a rumour that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm, but there are a few who might consider it heresy.
So yeah, they just think the gods are still around.
Yep. The Holy Order rules Enderal. They have spread the rumor the gods are not actually dead. They're totally alive. And you will understand how they have contained this actually at the end of probably tonight, because I'll try to do the first arc in one night. Because they're fucking horrible people, actually. So, yeah, I'll go, yeah, just an idea, you know, who should pick your own road. Yourself?
Maybe. But if I look at other countries, even within the civilized world, it's hard to find a people as peaceful as ours.
Okay, so I'll trade some
you
things
guys
to
seem
him.
super peaceful.
Yeah, I'll trade some
They
things.
seem
why
super
not?
fucked.
Show me what you've
They're
got.
super fucked.
Maybe I have some things you can use.
Hopefully you'll see minimal of these, but I'm gonna take all his money. I need it. I need
Oh
to
my
trade.
goodness.
I need to trade. I need it bad. Crystal. I'll keep the petty because I have a sword later on that's magical that will need those. We'll keep the pumpkins. We'll keep that for now. We don't need fluxes because fluxes are fucking trash.
Are you gonna eat the scroll?
Oh no, fluxes aren't trash. It's the life potions that are trash. We do not eat the scroll. We cast the scroll. We're
Okay.
not that uncivilized yet. Yeah. Yeah is the key word. Okay, actually, yeah, I don't get to rob all his money. Yeah, because Ambrosia's super fucking expensive. It's 200 a pop. So yeah. Yeah, okay, so that's it for now. Thanks for your
Don't
help.
mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed.
Okay, bye.
Yeah,
guys.
fuck you.
Do we need this still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
We're gonna talk. I'm gonna
Please,
quick save.
Spin, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
We're gonna get up these stairs. No, go on our way. Oh, the gate is locked and... Oh. Oh no, what?
Oh, what's happening?
We're getting more sick. So we're gonna
Did
go
we
back.
take glitter dust?
We did not.
We
but
got the fever.
The fever suddenly got worse. Very worse. We don't feel good. We're gonna have to go talk to
And
them.
the only prescription is more calcium.
Why?
Do you have drug?
By the righteous path. What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
You know, I'm just a little sick.
Why's he gotta be black?
Because he is death. For them.
Whoa, what are you trying to say about...
The Black Guardian
It's not what she's saying. It's what the game is saying about black people. God,
yeah. To be honest, yeah, it's actually, they are fun people. They're not outright racist. They're racist against everybody that's not Enderalian, basically. Me playing Arizalian, there are some NPCs that'll go, oh look, a moonskin.
This place really is fucked.
So yeah, suddenly I have this kind of fever. Do you know any idea what that could be?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root.
Have you considered
That should
more
be enough to
cowbell?
ease your pain, at least for now.
No more
Take a
cowbell.
seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Okay.
Oh, so now we're
Sit down by the fire.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once,
Might be a
remember?
sound warning.
To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Listen, Finn, you're a nice guy, but Carbon has a very good point. You don't know her.
You don't.
But she's dying of fever.
But her is me and us,
Guys,
so
I'm gonna
it's
drop.
fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll see you
Night.
later.
Bye.
See
I'm
ya.
just not mentally well, so yeah, I'm
You're
just gonna drop
fine.
before things get
So,
worse.
let's see.
See you later.
Share cup,
Night.
some
Bye-bye.
water. Ha! Done. I can't make
So,
any
confirmed.
promises, but
Ray would not help someone if they were dying of sickness in the street.
Pretty much.
Oh God.
Well,
I
no. Well, no, I would, but I'm just saying, at the very
Liar.
beginning, I'm just saying, Finn is being a lot more gracious than he probably should be.
So we just
But
keep
I'm-
them dying.
oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. And here I thought this bloody day couldn't.
Why do these guys live together? They seem like they hate each other.
This day
They're
isn't
partners.
getting any better.
Yep.
They seem like
Here,
they
drink
furiously
this.
hate
It'll
each other.
help ya.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Okay,
Mostly
so we're
hate.
gonna
See,
drink
you
our
already
potion.
look a
We'll
lot
get better.
better. Still, you
Are
should
they
let
gay?
the priest take a look at that
I don't know.
fever as
We don't
soon as
know very much
possible.
about-
The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Thanks, but what in the blazes just happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
You're not answering the question.
But there was an explosion. Voices, they were yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
You're stupid.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries died in 8234. Cause of death: exploding still.
Oh man, I love this guy.
Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe.
Wait a second. What was that?
You know,
An explosion.
They about to die?
I don't know.
I could have sworn I saw something moving over there.
You know, things happen.
Run, it's an explosion.
Go check it out, Corbus.
Yep, he got shot.
It'll be fine. Oh,
Carlos!
Look, Cabos!
oh, Carbos, we hardly knew you.
They hit me, Finn.
Are you gonna stand up or?
No, he's gonna
They
hide.
shot me.
He's gonna
No,
drop.
you.
No, me? Oh no, I can't get up. I literally can't. I'm smashing the E button to get up. I can't
Okay.
get up.
Something, damn it.
Sorry, we have the fever. We just need to
Oh,
continue
and
to sit here by
We
the
just got blown
fire.
up again. Oh,
Nah.
it's okay.
Sit here
This is
by the
last time
fire.
it
And you just sat there while
We did,
people
yeah.
were dying and getting blown up.
Another nice day in summer.
happened. It was another nice
Cause
day
of
in the
death.
summer.
Exploding still.
Now would you look at that?
There he
Our
is.
mysterious survivor has awoken.
Did you blow me up, you motherfucker? Oh.
He did not.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah, he's introduced right away. He's the first one you find.
So this is where he's introduced.
Yeah, he's introduced at the very start. So where am I? Who the fuck are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short.
I dig that
You,
animation.
my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is
He's
that the
not the
impact of the
bandit.
explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial, and I've already taken care of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story.
How do you know all this? Were you there when they attacked? Were you also
Yes.
sitting around not doing anything?
I swear, I was mashing E to
And
stand
no,
up.
I didn't help it for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered like crazy. And two, I'm in a happy relationship with my entrails. I wish I had a more heroic answer for you, but I don't. Sorry.
It's okay, Jasper. I'm a coward too.
We'll be coward friends forever. So my fever, do you know anything about that?
Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old
Oh,
apothecary
thank
didn't see
goodness,
that,
it's
to be
only
honest.
first degree.
You're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time? While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head.
Yeah, it does.
Something like that.
It does, yes. So this Arcanist fever is responsible for these things I can suddenly do, the magic.
Yep, Your magical talent has broken free inside you. I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic. This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves.
I'll be playing Zelda
sound
Breath
so
of the
bad.
Wild?
Plain and all.
You'll go insane and start playing Breath of the Wild in real life. But the fever can be treated, right?
Yes, of course. Though
No.
someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said,
It's terminal,
some
I'm
herbs
sorry.
will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas.
Because it's terminal. I'm sorry, and pulls out a knife. So this fever gets worse whenever I, drink potion?
Among other things, yes. Just as being magically gifted can make a person powerful, it can also make them sensitive and prone to certain conditions. Just don't overdo it sleeping in ruins or in the wilderness. Instead, set up a camp somewhere. Plus, as you've already said yourself, don't overdo it with potions.
Don't
You're saying I can't get high, man?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, and how do I treat it exactly with this gruntwort extract?
What? No, that won't help you in the long run. What you need is ambrosia, a special mixture of herbs.
He was
that can regulate
carrying
fever
ambrosia.
without
Why didn't you lose?
Every good alchemist has
I
that
will.
in stock, but it'll cost you.
Oh no,
Was the wolf-
it
Was
costs...
the wolf howling in the background?
Yes, there's a wolf actually pretty nearby. I'll actually
Like,
aggro
is
in.
that? I was gonna say, like, is that relevant?
No,
No.
not right now. I'll when we start running down the mountain later on in a few minutes, I'll have to aggro it into him because I think it's pretty strong. Oh, actually, no, we're novice, so no, it's not pretty strong. I can beat its ass. So what about these visions?
Visions?
Yeah, well, that's what I'd call them. They have these kind of premonitions things which are about to happen. Are they also a side effect of the fever?
No. Well, none that I know of. The only visions I ever had were those that come along with.
I was just about to say, it sounds like you're high.
You know,
Wait,
someone
you can
has to take care of your
you can smoke peace weed, but you can't smoke glitter dust.
But in return, I want you to tell me everything. How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on
His
it. but
voice
there's
is
something
too
strange
smooth.
about
I don't like it.
it. That makes me curious. So, healing
Something
What?
strange!
Don't trust about how smooth this motherfucker is.
Smooth
Listen,
criminal.
I've got
You don't trust the white-haired anime boy?
No.
Oh no,
I
Wait,
trust the
there's-
white-haired boy.
Good job,
it's
Rick.
supposed to be.
Healing for information, agreed. So we tell him what happened.
Then shoot.
And it goes to.
I'm eager to listen.
It thankfully cuts all the crap. It goes to a fade to black. For some reason, he's trying to walk off. Where are you going, my boy? What are you doing? Are you okay?
To not listen to this shit.
I understand.
You know, if
My condolences for your loss.
I'll accept this glitch.
So that means you somehow survived this execution. And before you got washed ashore, you had this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light.
It was fire.
It was fire.
It was straight up fire.
It was just fire. I don't think my character likes to talk about fire. I think she might be pyrophobic, actually, because she never directly, from what's implied, she never directly says the word fire.
Or water.
Or water.
Wow!
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Enderal has its own Wikipedia
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
article?
Yes. Yeah,
Everything has its own Wikipedia.
it does. Oh, sorry.
I
Whoops,
hope
I
so.
threw it.
Not everything has
So
its
your
own
Am I
magic
hearing a
powers
cat?
didn't happen slowly as it usually does.
No.
But all of a
That was
sudden, this near
that was a Cell Junior.
And with it came these visions.
Oh.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It all happened at
Don't blame
once.
this
I had
mess.
all this shit happen. Weird.
Interesting. I guess you know how absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do.
No. Shut
That
up.
means I'll introduce you to my employer. If anyone can help you, it's him. There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
What's Ark?
Ark, the capital of this country. Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone, rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by the Lord, and blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. If you plan on staying in this land, sooner or later you'll see it with your own eyes.
How did he remember all of that?
Because
he's from there.
He's from Enderal, and there's something very specific about his surname, which I'll have to, after this conversation breaks, I can talk to him about it.
I seem to recall you having like a super long side quest, and is it the learn information about Enderal one?
Oh yeah, that's the one that spans the entire game. Whenever I see those options to pick with knowledge, they will give me a point in that, and every 10 I get gives me a bonus to my skills.
Yeah, you like...
So yeah.
You're from Florida. That doesn't mean that you...
Yeah.
Florida.
I'm talking... The thing is, V, I'm talking more from, like... This is a theocracy, Enderal.
Yeah.
It's a theocracy. You learn things in school, basically. I know this because I went to a Catholic school. Do you know how hammered into my brain the prayers are?
10%. 10%
hammered. So yeah, he's super chill also, if you don't want to help him.
Let you into the Sun Temple in Ark, and that's where you need
She's
to
like,
go in order to
"All
treat
right.
your fever.
I believe
Like I
you.
said, no hard feelings on my side if you want to play the lone wolf.
Okay, so it's like...
You're from the US, doesn't mean you know the national anthem. Oh, wait.
Yes, you do. It's scary.
Yeah, you do.
So who's the employer of yours, by the way, dude?
Well, aren't you curious? I like that.
But if you're a band student in the US, you know all the verses.
So he's working for the Holy Order, so you mean the military unit of the gods.
The military unit of the gods.
Yes, but as you might know, this is
I like that phrase.
Guardian of the Lightborn, and here the Order basically reigns for him. It's both the spiritual and judicial center of this country, so believe me, you'll see for yourself soon enough.
Okay, so we'll go with him, by the way, we have no choice. Okay, then I'll help you. The faster I get rid of the fever, the better.
I thought you said that you had a choice.
You don't actually do.
Need some explanation before we can get started, however.
You never really do.
If you don't follow him, you don't get the story.
I take it you've noticed that
Thank
in the
you.
past 2.5 years,
This is not the worst
world has
glitch.
fallen into political chaos.
So who are the
Civil
people who haven't
wars,
seen this yet?
Usurpers everywhere,
Jackson
you
David.
name it. Even though Enderal isn't directly affected
Dude seems
by
pretty
this war,
suspicious, doesn't he?
Shut up.
strange
Let
things
me
happen.
Just a bit.
Take the Witiers, for example.
Yeah, he does.
He's the guy that I had pegged down as being a secret villain. Or he did from the moment I like saw the scene, because I was like,
Until 2 years ago, they were a rather
I'm
rare
just gonna
phenomenon.
act like Uni's not
But now
talking.
every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again.
Your mom.
More than most
you said it
natural
yourself,
thing to do.
Jax. It's really convenient that he just showed up and was all handsome and saved you. And knows all about this magic stuff.
Listen,
Yeah, how about
I have
that?
to admit, I'm already charmed by him.
Same.
Okay.
That's how he gets you.
Do you think this chaos could be in any way related to the rumors about the Lightborn's deaths? Everyone in Erim talks about them.
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true. And that there's a connection, yes.
Then you actually believe someone did kill the Lightborn?
As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than false gods anyway.
Hey.
Oh, and here I thought the Androlanes were the most pious people in the civilized world.
Please, don't take me as an example. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And this whole false deity theory isn't that new, after all. And seriously, let's say the Lightborn really are as mighty and omnipresent as the Revelations say they are.
That wolf has been
Wouldn't they
there
have the
since
power to
last
magically
night.
smite
Yeah, he's
here
just
now
he's just
by
waiting.
itself? The Lightborn
Waiting
was
to
the power of
attack.
kings. No more, no less.
They're waiting for the skinny bitch to
But
walk
that's
out.
just how I
He's
see it.
just waiting for
Hope I didn't hurt your
us
feelings.
to press E to stand up.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna go with our sassy option because I'm gonna play this character as snarky as possible. Still waiting for the smiting.
I think we'll get along just fine. But we're digressing.
So yeah, true, you mentioned something about a red madness?
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's
No,
some
I
kind
said
of
red fog.
illness that makes people lose their minds. Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family.
They say it happened
madness
to
is
a
what I
It
call
doesn't explain why he
madness.
screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was
Okay.
doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by
No
setting her
offense
family
to
estate
you,
on fire for no
David.
apparent reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen.
This fucking wolf.
That and the fact that it possesses eyes glow.
Listen, the wolf wants to get in on the conversation.
Local wolf goes goes a woo.
Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
A magister?
Right, you're not from here. A magister is a kind of sage from the Holy Order who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists.
Right, you don't
was his
fucking go
A man
here.
who had more than 60 winners.
He does that a lot. So what did he do?
He killed 15 novices and himself. According to the only eyewitness to survive, he entered the teaching room as usual to give a lecture on alchemy. But instead, he gave a strange speech in which he explained that humanity is corrupt, void, as he put it. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and, well, he tore himself apart with a magical explosion. You can imagine the kind of uproar that caused.
Lovely.
So, yeah, that's horrible.
And unnecessary.
No, that's great.
Completely unnecessary.
I mean, what?
So what's your
What did he say?
Attractive, and I hate it.
So what's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take it you're not a monk.
Well, I'm not exactly one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. I guess you could say my specialty is recovering things that have been lost. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do exactly that. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or whatever it is, chooses its victims.
In other words, you're searching for his motives. How can I help you with that? I don't know anything about this Yarrow.
True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named Riverville, which isn't far from here. And according to some of the
that's
other
convenient.
visited this area quite often
Wow.
after his partner's
That's
death.
even more
So it's quite
You mean the
suspicious
town
than
that's
him.
right over there?
It's the only town in this
That
area.
one? That town by the river
I've already
that I
searched
can
most of
see in the
area, but a
background?
second pair of
Where
eyes
are
wouldn't
my
hurt.
shoes?
What do you think?
Sounds like a plan. Where should I start?
Well, for starters, I need you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred. He was a childhood friend of Yarrow's.
Alfred
He
with
might be
an
able to tell
eye.
us
He's
something
very
worthwhile.
sensitive about it.
Yeah.
Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow.
And you
do
can't
something
call him
really wrong
Al.
near a
He
cliff
gets
to the east.
upset.
Go there and see if you can find whatever it was he wanted to get rid of.
Boy from the village with an eye.
House Yarrow grew up in.
No, two separate people.
Here, this is a map of the region. The blue dot over here is Yarrow's old house. And at the risk of sounding heartless, you should head back to the apothecary's camp. Maybe the bandits left behind some equipment. If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations.
They hit
I'm not
me.
going.
I'll be waiting
They
there.
hit me, Finn.
I'm gonna be going down to the vending machine, but I'm not gonna mute because it screws up the call for me.
Okay,
So I'm
so
sorry for any noise.
it's all right. Okay.
That's alright.
So this is
And
our meter. Oh,
And I'm
okay,
gonna BRB.
all right, that's fine because we're gonna go loot the apothecary, and we'll come back and talk to him in a second.
Yeah,
there it
great,
is.
bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, eat the book.
That's not good to eat, but I need to collect them because they're a long story. I will put up the link to all of those books later on because they seem suspicious. When I get all of them later on, I'll put up the link for all the picture of arcs if you want to read those. Because their story is long and weird. There's a character in there that's kind of relevant, I think. So yeah, so we'll go back here to where the apothecary were. There's one bandit, I think, maybe two. I will say.
Why are the bandits still here?
Because they're finishing up looting.
They've been looting for hours.
Yeah, they've had all night.
I mean,
Okay, there's that.
How hard is it to loot two old men?
I mean, they had a bunch of mushrooms
You'd
and
be
shit.
surprised.
So the two old men take their badges. I can give them in later for XP. That's why I'm down here. So this is free XP. Also, I get free
hey,
ambrosia.
free ambrosia.
Yeah, how much plague do I have so far? 19? I'll wait for it to go up 1 more % because it takes off 20 per use. Did you refill the chest, by the way? No, it's empty. Okay, I'm waiting for Ray to come back because I didn't actually have audio also through the first portion of this, so everybody hearing this first portion is important. Also, yeah, the swimming animation looks like this now.
Mermaid.
Yeah, mermaid kicking.
Majestic.
Majestic as shit. Where's the skeleton? I want the mushroom.
It's inside you.
Skeleton man!
Lovely.
Skeleton warriors.
Oh, come on.
Skeleton warriors! Okay, that's enough of that.
That's enough. That's enough of you. Frey's not
skeleton's already
back
dead.
yet, I'm gonna start looking for jewels to steal too.
Next
but
time,
there's a
though.
bunch up here.
Oh, and if you listen hard enough, you can hear the talking elevator. Because I know you were like confused about that.
I'm listening hard, but
You
all
hear
I
water?
hear
Yes,
is
sir.
yes, all I hear is water.
It's really loud. I fucked with the effects so much, trying to figure out how
It
to get
looks
the sound
so
work.
pretty though.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Look at the water.
They
Elevator
use their own
talk
sets
to
of
me.
mods into the base file, and yeah, they made a very pretty world out of it.
Yeah.
If Ray's back, I will not go in here, but if she is not, I'm gonna go in here and murder some spiders really quick.
I don't think Ray's here.
Okay, we're gonna murder some spiders really quick until Ray comes back, and then we'll go, because he does actually have a couple more things to talk to him about, because there's also another reason why he knows so much, and it'll make shit tons of more sense.
How are you gonna fight the spiders? I thought you
He's the
had a
bad
regular.
guy.
Because he's what?
Because he's Sephiroth, is that the deal?
No.
Is his hair actually super?
Yes, it is, because you meet his sister at one point, and she's also white hair. It seems to be a natural trait for his
Lovely.
Is it because he's
Do you think?
vicious or
Actually, I'm not gonna continue voicing
actually
that.
Satan
Thought.
or any of the other white-haired
No. He's not.
anime people who turn out to be bad people?
He's the good kind of
Hey,
white-haired
Norm,
anime
bring it.
boy. Yeah. Oh.
There is no kind of good. There's no good kind of white hair anime.
There's that Gintama guy.
Evil.
Yeah, what good white-haired anime boys do
Pure
not exist.
evil.
I don't realize this, so yeah.
Purely good white-haired anime boys.
Oh
don't
no!
exist,
We
say.
mentioned this already, as Uni puts it later on, and it'll
Yeah,
become
that's
very clear during a very specific conversation. He's a perfect example of a chaotic neutral character that is not crazy.
That is not crazy?
Yeah, that's not
good.
just like wildly crazy and doing everything for the LOL randoms. He has a purpose to why he's basically chaotic neutral. He has an entire line of reasoning for why. Is Ray back yet? If Ray's not back yet, I'm gonna fucking lure this wolf into him. He can fucking kill the wolf.
He's not back yet.
Come here, Wolfie. Come here. Get your fat ass up here. Come here, Jasper.
Come
here, Jasper. Get him. Get him.
Oh, I love this music.
No. There.
Come on, dog.
No, you fit the dog. Thank you.
Oh.
I have strawberry
Now
pop.
throw the wolf off the side of the cliff.
You're killed by the evil guy.
There you go.
No, the big cliff.
Okay, fine. He's heavy. I'm weak right now. I'm a little.
Waiting for Ray.
I'm a
Anyways.
little noodle girl. Here,
Why?
look at the wolf butt.
It's animal cruelty.
Yes.
Oh, there it goes.
Did I eat the claw? Also, I think I hear Ray's kitten. Going, meow.
David, have you been getting a lot of YouTube recommendations? Baki the Grappler? Because that's what I'm getting right now.
I have not, but
I've never watched it, but I'm getting
I'm
all
looking
these
for butterflies
recommendations.
you would probably love it. It's kind of stupid. it's a lot of stupid, but
I'm gonna find
it
a
has its
butterfly.
moments, like when
What's that?
Like when Baki grapples.
I'm gonna find a butterfly.
when
That's what
the
I'm doing.
main
I'm looking for a butterfly
character
until Ray gets back.
father like bear hugs his mom and crushes her to death.
What?
What?
This wacky shit.
Why is there no butterflies?
And it's like,
You're not looking in the right place.
the protagonist of Baki the Grappler, his dad is basically like
Here,
Akuma,
Uni. This is for you. This is for
Just-
you. We'll put the
but-
dragonfly in our mouth.
but bigger and more muscular. So like
There they are!
like Abigail with Akuma
No,
hair.
come here. Did I catch it? No, I did not.
Everybody is
Got it.
just Fenrir. If Akuma was Fenrir,
Actually, we'll save it for a
Baki
second.
the Grappler's
We'll wait till Ray
dead.
gets back. We'll stand there in front of him with our butterfly.
I love how easily amused
Dad was a badass.
he is with the eating bugs and throwing wolves
Not how to
off
be.
cliffs.
The best parts about Skyrim. Just fucking around.
To be honest,
And
I
also-
fucking imagine that just every single character that sees your character has just gotten a tolerance for just weird.
Every time I walked into Jarl Balgr's place, I would Fusarada one of his tables. One of the long tables. And every time I walked out, I'd Fusarada the other one.
Oh my god.
Actually, we have a bunch of things to put in our mouth. Let's eat these feathers.
Fuck your couch.
Yum. How about
Fuck
lavender?
these tables.
Mmm,
Yeah,
lavender.
lavender's nice.
I like to imagine that your blank expression, eating random shit, and
She just walked back into camp, and she's just putting random things in her mouth. He's like, what the fuck?
This is a depression.
bird?
The guards used to yell at me a lot about shouting.
Yeah. The guards yell at you about everything about shouting. There is no shouting in this. There's the dragon models get repurposed in this, but then there
They
is
sure
one.
do.
There is one proper dragon in the game, but he's kind of there for funsies, and he's pretty hard to fight.
I think he's he's a bonus enemy.
Yeah, he's like
Fun.
a bonus boss. Yeah, well, if you guys are really interested, like, I'll do it at the start of one of the sessions when I'm higher level, like level 50. Because we'll get up to like level 50, 60 and stuff. Oh yeah, let's eat this thistle. Is Ray back yet?
No.
Fucking Christ. We're gonna
Keep
have to
eating.
run. No, we'll wait until Ray gets back and act like, oh, we went on a long trip to find this butterfly and we've aged 1,000 years.
Yep.
Just to get this one butterfly to eat in front of Jesper. So it's just like, why?
Just a single butterfly.
Just the single butterfly. Just its one wing, too. Actually, you know what? Ray's gone. I can quickly get a cup of water. Because I ran out.
Yeah.
Do that. Oh, I didn't need to see Celica like that.
Naked.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Didn't need to see that. Don't do my girl dirty like this. Literally.
It's too late. That's just how it be sometimes. Sometimes your anime girls are just naked.
Why you gotta be like that?
That's just what happens. I don't know what you say.
Kick your ass.
Okay, I've got water. Uni's got food, I think.
No.
What was slamming then?
I just knocked my glasses against a plate.
Oh, I thought you were eating food.
I heard Ray wandering around.
Ray, come back to us, or I'm gonna progress without you.
She said kitty kitty, and then she did.
I think she's dealing with a cat issue.
Yeah, no shit.
I heard kitty. And I heard mouse. It was a sad.
Wants to communicate.
She could also.
Ray abandoned her cat. Meow.
I was going to say she could just be sitting in the middle of the floor in her room, just cuddling the cat.
She could be.
That
Understandable.
sounds exactly like her.
That sounds like the Ray thing to do. She sounds like.
I didn't know that me and Ray were the same person.
To be honest, I also do that, so.
We're all just the same person.
Deep
I
down
do
inside,
that,
yeah. Yeah, Uni, see, you're also the same person. I mean, we have a lot of the same tastes, so.
With like my cousin's dog.
Oh, never mind, you're not the same person. Fuck dogs.
Hey.
Oh!
Hardline
Cats
stance.
too. I mean,
Well, no.
usually cats will just come to me and sit on my lap.
It's the dogs. They're just loud and.
That's harsh. Dogs are.
Dogs don't step on my crotch.
Dogs are really loud. Also, my
Have you
dogs.
ever had a dog small enough to get on your lap?
Yeah.
Yes.
They will step on your crotch sometimes.
Yeah, the little dogs will step on my chest
Listen.
like the cat does.
A dog doesn't care how big it is.
Oh, I know.
There, she's got the cat. We can all tell she has the cat. She's back.
Baby talk.
Yeah, she's baby talking the cat. Like.
A dog doesn't attack my
Sorry about
leg and
that.
try to climb up me like a tree.
So Ray, we
Sure.
My
completed.
dog does.
We went on the greatest quest in the game. We got a butterfly to shove in our mouth. Uni is pleased.
Delicious.
Delicious. We ate the butterfly. Restore health. It's actually a good butterfly. Okay, so let me go ask the ancillary questions, because I don't think I get the another... Do you know I get the... Because I walked away? No! Uh-oh, that's bad. That sucks, because it's useful info. Do I have an auto? Nope, that's just back to the conversation. Okay, well, normally, I might get them later on. Normally you get a bunch of ancillary questions you get to ask him right there that are more personal. He explains something, rather your character notes something about his surname. There is that Dal as part of his name.
It comes from a noble house.
Yeah, that indicates any character that has that Dal in front of their name indicates they are from a noble house in Enderal.
See,
So
I
that's
didn't
why
even
he
know that, but I know how these.
Yeah, that's
knew
why
it was
he
gonna be
knows so much, is because he is legitimately highly educated. Probably not as educated as some people for reasons, but later on you'll find.
So, David, do you know about that My Hero Academia game? Did you know you could customize the characters?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody's playing online right now as All for One, wearing a top hat, shades, and a pink boa.
Uh-oh. I did pick something right there. Oh no. We're gonna reload
The people who are making
What
money
did you do?
get my money.
I have
I
to
approve.
pick specific stuff in specific orders for my build at low level in comparison to high level, or I'll fuck myself. Oh! Okay, that worked out. He for some reason fixed himself, and now we can re-ask those questions. Never mind. We'll start with that one, because I get to ask the other one too. So your name is just I can't speak. Isn't Dallas title of nobility around here in Enderal?
Well observed.
Did you hit your head
Yes,
fighting that
I am
wolf?
indeed sublime
Yes.
by my path. Please, just ignore that, will you? I'm not a big fan of titles. Most of the time, they're just a means for boring people to feel superior towards others.
Okay, that's all. He just doesn't care.
Fuck you.
He doesn't care actually for more than one reason.
Look, David. Look at the pink boa.
And then you said your job is recovering lost things. Does that mean you're some kind of treasure hunter?
Treasure hunter. That has a nice ring to it.
Character of all time.
But let's just say I help people to fulfill certain materialistic desires of theirs. Just like the Holy Warden who brings back the lost shoe to the maiden. Only the maiden pays me to do it. And I have a more flexible conscience, so to speak.
So you're a thief.
A treasure hunter.
Ah, mysterious soul sword. I like that.
You do. That's good.
Means you're cool.
But let's save
You're
the
not boring.
socializing for later, okay? Usually I am always in for a good talk, but for now let's focus on the mission.
Now go away. Alright, we'll throw you off the cliff myself.
Okay.
No, please don't.
I gotta be real right now.
Yeah?
So, my grandma.
Okay.
She, when I went to the bathroom earlier,
Yeah.
she came out. I locked the door, because, you know, I'm using the bathroom.
Of course.
And of course, she tries to come in. She
Okay.
didn't know I was there. That's why I locked it, because I knew that was going to happen.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure I believe that, because she's been fine this whole night. She has this cold,
Mhm.
and it's bad. You can hear her hacking, and it's gross. But she has been fine up until I went to the bathroom. And then as soon as I get out, there she is, hacking and coughing, and I guess throwing up. I don't know. I can't tell. It sounds like it, but I don't actually hear anything, you know, being thrown up.
She is trying to give you her gross ass sickness.
Oh no, I'm convinced of that. But mostly I just think she's making
trying to
a
cough it in
show
you.
of it.
Oh, you think she followed you specifically so
She has been just fine
make you pity
until I
her?
got.
Yes.
Oh,
Pity
she does
me.
that.
Just open the hero menu.
I did! It's not going away.
Pretty bad.
Oh no, that's not
Yeah,
good. Well, I guess we're gonna have to live with this the rest of the game. Let's go.
Yep.
Or at least
God.
until you close the game and restart.
I just tried saving and reloading, which usually maybe that'll fix it. You know, my brutal
nice.
slaughtering of other people.
It did not fix it.
It didn't. Okay, what's the thing? It's a stamina thing, I think. Yeah, its next 2 levels are stamina. Remember that for me. Because if I have to, by gains later on. Oh, it repopped. It might unglitch itself.
By the
I'm
way,
just
while I
saying.
was telling that story, you walked directly by 2 butterflies.
I'm not eating all the butterflies in the fucking game, Uni.
Eat all the butterflies.
I'm killing spiders.
So, I never really thought about it, but Skyrim has some fucking kills.
I know. Oh,
Yeah,
You
they
grab
do.
the guy by the back of his head, you pull his head down, and you stab him in the neck.
Yeah, then I'm gonna stab the spider in the brain again.
Yep.
I think this game's
The
actually
same
highly...
downward stab.
Okay, did you? Oh.
No, we
So,
don't. Actually, everything in this game's really bad about dropping stuff, so you'll notice I will walk by things and not pick them up. Because it's
Everything
usually
says
really bad.
empty.
Yeah, 95% of things will not have loot on it. And
It
it's to
went
make you
away!
feel, yeah, it went away finally. It's 95% of it is to make you feel strained and constrained for resources in the later parts. And it does work for like up until the high end and mid levels. And usually that's about the same time you start to really abuse the bank, and that becomes trivial. Yeah, there you go. See,
Nice.
this chick is already a
Good troll.
murderer. She's just walking through the wilds like, yeah, thanks guy, you saved my ass. I'm now off to be a giant woman and go kill things.
Be why?
Why
I
would-
don't see what you did there.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, do I care about your quest yet? No.
You're not gonna.
Oh my
Leave you
God,
to die
it
here on the
was
beach.
the quest.
You will
She's
not
napping.
take her. Away with you.
I beg your pardon?
You will
Miss
not
Goosey?
have her.
Bitch!
Elfried stays with me. And drop the disguise already. I know a god of death when I see one.
I am not a god of death. Actually, a god of death?
Are you sure about
What?
that?
Listen, if someone asks if you're a god, you say yes.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're not that high.
You know-
level. She's fucking taller than me. That makes me so angry.
Xyle.
Take the
Sorry,
compliment.
I had a nightmare.
But I'm taller than
Anyway,
everybody else.
who are
That would
you?
hurt.
I wasn't expecting to meet anyone else out
She's
here.
an elf.
Save for the bandits, that is.
Long story. What do you do out here? You don't look like the adventurous type? Question mark.
No, I'm not.
She's a merchant.
This ruin over there.
Good
you
job.
Know, I'm a merchant, and my specialties are all kinds of
It's
things
not like
with
I read her
historical
name.
background. The things you
First
usually
name
find in
merchant.
ruins. Of course, I'm usually not
Gosh,
stupid
I
enough
love
to go looking for them
merchants,
myself. But there was this traveler from Ark who told me about this place, the Three River Watch, and he said that it's hardly guarded. Well, since I was in the area anyway, I thought it wouldn't hurt to take a look. Great idea, really. Look,
So-
I know we just met, but truth be told, I really got myself into some trouble here. And you look as if you know how to defend yourself.
I have been slaughtering trolls.
Something terrible happened.
All this
I don't know
time.
what to do anymore.
Let me guess. This has to do with the Zelfried?
Yes, my Elfried. She was kidnapped. By the stars, I was so stupid. We were just about to make camp for the night, and I went to search for some firewood. And then, just like that, she's gone.
So this is clearly just me, but I have this strange feeling in my right arm. I know what it is because I feel it when I get violent. This lady's voice makes me want to stab myself.
Oh yeah,
God,
she's
same,
the voice.
same.
It's actually this is the voice actually of several of the children in the game.
Oh,
So glad that
Oh,
it's
no.
not just me.
yeah,
though.
it's not even the voice itself, it's her delivery of the lines.
Yeah, it's the inflection.
She does better as the children that she does do. She's not all of the children, because there are several other children, and there's one child in particular that sounds like a heavy smoker of like 40 years. That's in
Oh
Ark,
my
and I will
God.
find her specifically to show that.
The smallest child ever.
I'm only
It's
11
just-
years old.
Ruin.
This is how to
Sneak in, but it's impossible.
It's because I've been
And I can't
smoking
go back
since
to
I was
Riverville for
6.
help
It's
either.
fine.
Please, you have to help me. If anything happens to Elfried, I would never forgive myself.
Is like that her mule or something?
You are actually correct. It's of a
I
sort.
figured.
It's
All right,
constitute
you're a
her pet. So you're asking me to fight a Vatir? That's tough. Oh, I will not ask that. I'm supposed to be playing a nice person that just happens to slaughter things.
I thought you were playing the sassy person.
She's a sassy person that slaughters things, but that's just greedy.
She's also a murderous psychopath. She's not afraid.
Alright, I will see what I can do. Wait here.
Oh, by the
I just yank
ancient
out the sword.
fathers. Thank you, and hurry.
Oh, by the way, a Vatir is basically a Minotaur. She just asked me to fight a Minotaur, and I went, okay.
Because you're not afraid of anything. You've been murdering random.
Yeah, I've already been walking through the wild. I lured a wolf into another man that helped me. Who's also a coward.
You're playing like I played through my second playthrough of Breath of the Wild, which was just kill everything.
Did you kill all the guardians?
I tried, but then they come back with the blood moon, and I got very upset.
And that's it. Keep in mind, I am on novice. That's why that's so easy. Because normally that thing, if you're anything higher, will kick your shit in. So yeah.
Unfortunately, the Vatir was too powerful. Both your arms and put you in a headlock.
Oh yeah, this is just a 3-river watch, blah blah blah. This used to be a place to transport gems and other goods like that, and it's shutting down or something like that.
Oh no, not shutting down.
Yeah, they're not using it anymore. Hi.
Can you loot it?
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm trying to get up here to this. Sorry, I had to murder the spider. It's just gotta go. I hate spiders.
Yes, you do.
It's gross to me. This area is gonna fucking knock up my fevers. Here we go.
You know, there's a Skyrim mod that replaces all the spiders with bears.
Yeah, I know. I don't. The problem is the bears falling off the roof starts making me hysterically laugh.
And you know, I just noticed that it said you could sleep up there. Yes, sleep amongst all the spider corpses and the glowing fungi. Yes.
Yes.
That seems like a good place.
That's healthy for me. A mage that gets sick because of magic. Okay, we're not.
There was a wolf spider.
Please don't talk about those. Those are horrible. I had one on my wall once, and I screamed and cried like a little bitch for about 3 hours about it.
Aren't they like completely
not horrible.
dangerous?
They're the nicest spiders.
They're actually very nice spiders. Just I hate spiders. I can't.
I mean, I can't blame you because I remember one time there was a roach in my room by my closet, and I also got hysterical and I cried. And I was lucky because it was 5 a.m., which is when my dad gets up to go to work. So I called him, crying desperately to smash it.
So yeah, we'll go get her thing. Her thing is in this box right here. Her mule. It's a very tiny mule. It's knocked and let it out. There it goes. There it is.
Never understood.
That's all it is. It's a tiny thing.
Oh, it's adorable.
Is that a rhino?
I can't remember what they're called exactly. It's been a while.
I don't even know how to thank you. 1 second later in that thing. I don't
Give me
even
all
know
your
how to thank
pennies.
you. Here, take this. It's a rare herb.
Take
I hope it's
this.
compensation enough for your efforts, at least partially.
Her thing's walking off.
Full compensation would be just to stop talking.
Might as well take a look at the area.
Before I stab you.
It's unfortunate you don't have gold, merchant, and only have bits of grass to pay me in.
You know what? Here.
What?
Let's barter.
Oh, yes,
I'm not
sure.
going to ask you how you're holding up because your voice annoys me. Here, take the staff. Take these. I can't sell her things back. I can't access the alchemy thing. God, fuck.
It doesn't let you do that.
No, I want those. I like having those on me so I can count which ones I have. Shit. I'll keep Apprentice Light Magic because I do level that up later on.
And you could eat them later.
Yeah, I level up Light Magic. I should give her the Mage Light, but I don't care.
Blessed
Bye.
and stay safe.
We got things to do.
So, does anybody else ever get if you feel like getting physically violent, you just get tingly?
No.
No, because believe it or
tingly, numb, same difference.
There's a mushroom,
I
I know it. Where was it? It's back here. Hold on, I gotta get the mushroom before I forget it.
You see, I've never actually felt an instance in which I have actively wanted to get violent.
I know.
What?
I gotta get it. I gotta
Yeah.
Not even with Spencer? Because I was about to get violent.
No, there's 2 mushrooms. There's one in the fort and there's one over here.
Not even with Spencer. I'm fine just Really, I'm fine just talking shit about people.
See what?
There was
I'm not. I need them to feel the pain. Wait, what?
There was a kid who was like reciting nursery rhymes in the grocery store lineup a couple of years ago, and I still remember how much I wanted to just viciously dropkick a child.
And like the few times like I can recall that I've been like violent or wanted to be violent, like there was kind of no precursor to it, just rage.
It's okay. I have gone to the point where I've gotten like completely cold numb. That's my rage. It's like literally my body just goes cold and numb.
I've never had any sort of extra feeling towards wanting to be so violent that I feel something else.
See, that's weird because the brain produces.
Damn it. I'm too tall.
And they travel very quickly. So you should feel something.
I mean, all I feel is intense rage and the need to break a thing, but I don't feel anything else.
You don't feel like tingly on your insides?
No, it is just a pure fiery pit of rage.
It's just fire. I just set on fire.
I swear to God, don't attack me, fuck.
I know sometimes when I get like really, really mad, and it's not even when I want to be violent, I just get really mad that I do start feeling sick and I lose my concentration.
Why are we talking about this instead of game? What is this, fucking podcast?
These are bandits.
Oh!
Fuck them up! Unequip your sword, suplex them!
No, we're not playing an unarmed build. Where's the fucking archer? Where'd she run? Hi,
there.
I hate when archers disappear.
No!
Yeah, I have to admit that's been my problem with Neo. There's just like an archer hanging out somewhere you can't see, and then they fucking start shooting at you. And it's like, bitch, where are you?
There's lockpick.
Why are you still fighting? Why are you still fighting archers?
Because
I haven't gotten very far. Remember, I don't have regular access to my PS4.
Yeah, that's not hers all the time, ever, really.
It's not mine all the time, and then people want to watch TV.
That's
so.
disgusting.
What's disgusting?
Well, excuse me. Not all of us are made of money, V.
I'm gonna buy you your own PS4.
Are you digging out someone's grave?
No!
Please don't.
Yeah.
No!
Maybe. I appreciate the sentiment, V, but no, because then I have to start Neo all over again.
No, you don't.
I don't have an online save file.
If you buy her PS4, buy her one game and just make that game Dragon Ball.
Yeah!
Dragon Ball Fighters.
You saw nothing.
Like,
You
meet
didn't
me.
rob a grave. I've been fighting
Fight me on my level.
I was fighting these weird fur
Oh!
wolves. You just grabbed that wolf by the throat and
And
bapped
just-
it on the head.
Bad dog.
You literally just bopped it, and it died.
Wow.
Been just out here just bopping wolves in the wilderness.
See, we didn't see
And
this
have the
last
odd-
time at all because I was playing a stealth archer. She was not.
You just leave him behind in the dirt, like there's nothing to be gained from it.
Get out of here.
Wouldn't
Oh,
even
hi!
have the decency to eat them.
Oh, they tried to sneak you with their hammer.
Corka, eat his meat!
No, I'm not a
Steal his
cannibal.
hammer.
No.
Yes, you are!
You're not a cannibal anymore.
Daddy was a cannibal.
Daddy said you were a cannibal.
Daddy's not valid.
Daddy seems
Oh,
to be
nice-
a very
nice try.
happy cannibal. I just gotta
Okay,
mention
this is killing me, by the way. I have fucking so bad mana regen. I just can't outcast him. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna.
How are these groups of bandits and highwaymen like 20 feet away from each other?
Because they're all probably working. Oh, actually, no. All the bandits in Enderal do work for the same guy. Never mind.
They're trying to establish a perimeter.
They work for a guy named Kraka, which is killed during the bounties. So he's not relevant.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Good job.
You tried to do a slick move and
Was that a stinger? Are you
Yeah,
Dante?
that's see, normally a power attack is more like that, a forward power attack, and of course I ate all my stamina, so I can't prove my point. But for some reason in this game, when you're holding down forward and you do a power attack, you fucking launch forward like that, and it fucks me every time. because I never remember.
You have to master the stinger.
I do have to master the stinger, especially since I'm playing melee. And swords is the best way to go for this, because they're fast as shit with better damage. Take all the food in your summon. Actually, the summons are really good at this stage of the game. I should probably get them out.
I'm hoping they show Rebellion soon in Devil May Cry. I need to know I can still do a stinger. That's how I've been playing Devil May Cry 4.
Well, I mean, you're gonna be playing Nero, so maybe.
I'm gonna be playing 3 different.
Oh, the box is near here.
Tally.
The box
This is Cervantes all over again. Of course you're gonna do a stinger. It's a Devil May Cry game. It invented the stinger.
I haven't seen Rebellion yet.
Will you be doing table hoppers? Will you be doing table hoppers? That's the only phrase I actually know from that game.
I don't know if Nero has table.
Well, I mean, at this point, Nero has been hanging out with Dante for how long?
Forever. He's been hanging out with the Devil May Cry sign.
Yeah, I'm just saying, at this point, if he hasn't picked up table hopping.
Okay, so this is our first Euro thing, which was the box that was thrown into the water. You don't actually have to talk to the kid. You just go look for the box and go get the diary out. So, first letter. My name is Yero Sunwin, and this is my first life letter. Last night, Sierra and I had a lengthy talk about our plans for the future. At one point, Sierra noticed a lot of visionaries tend to become cynical, the reason being they lose sight of their goals. These documentations shall record my aspirations. In moments of weakness, I want to read these to remind myself of what is dear to me. Well, this is the first one. Just yesterday, the Keeper of the Order from Ark visited the village, and if that weren't enough, he also detected some magic inside of me. Is that even possible? Me, an Arcanist. It's difficult to express my feelings with words. I feel like all of my hard work is finally paying off. Interestingly, this arouses a peculiar, somewhat morbid thought. Maybe it is in some sad way even good that my mother passed away. Why? Because it opened my eyes. He's kind of young here, I think. Now, I don't feel anything other than a lack of understanding, and yes, even anger towards the simpletons of the village, both the children and the adults. Day after day, it is always the same. They get up, work, and let themselves be amused by bards in the evening. Can't they see what's happening with the world? Everything they pass on, should it really be a brief inscription on a stone? Sierra is different. She understands me. She shares my dream. And if Master Igraz accepts her as an apprentice, we can continue to be as close in the novitiate as we are right now. And this is the second letter. 15 years later. 15 years have passed and a lot of my wishes have come true. Sierra and I are now living together, but with the craftsmen instead of the temple quarters. It has been 5 years since I completed the Holy Trial. Despite what I had originally planned, I decided against the military path and will become a school teacher instead. Why? Because I believe I can reach a lot more people by sharing my vision with the young rather than fighting in wars. Such things might sometimes be necessary, but they stand for everything that I stand against. Beyond that, the True Cheshire has recently adopted the food bill, which Sierra and I developed together. Twice a year, rich Enderalians are obliged to contribute a handful of pennies into a chest, with which the poorest in the Undercity are bought a warm meal. The reactions were mixed. Some agreed almost enthusiastically, while others were outraged. Often I would hear things like, it's their own fault they live in misfortune, or if they would actually work, they wouldn't starve. Such people make me furious.
This place is fucked.
What cursed ignorance is this? Of course it's easy for them to see the sky from the top of their ivory towers, but they will never understand the plight of the poor. Despite
1%.
Yes, they are. Despite how
Wow,
angry...
I didn't know this was America.
Actually, I would like to point out, the vast majority of the people that are part of the Holy Order are from Sublime Path. They are all nobles.
That doesn't seem very,
That seems not right.
Yeah.
Yeah!
That seems like a lot of opportunity for abuse.
It is. So, despite how angry this letter may seem, I'm quite content overall. I am starting to feel as if I have a purpose, that I'm moving in the right direction, and my happiness is due no small part to the woman who has always stayed by my side throughout all these years. It's strange. I know you will probably never read these pages, just as I might never see one of your letters, but still I have the feeling as I'm writing these words that I'm talking to you through the ink. With that in mind, I love you, Sierra. They're little.
Aww.
Sierra's...
Oh no!
Oh, plot twist.
Killed by bandits!
killed by a group of scoundrels as she was delivering food for the food bank in the Undercity. How quickly
It's awful.
how quickly these words have been written down. But how can I express this anguish, this emptiness, even remotely? It sounds so absurd. I'm talking to a piece of paper because no one else wants to listen to me, nor could they even remotely understand what this means to me. Sierra always told me that these letters give me strength, but they don't. These lines appear unfamiliar to me. Everything feels wrong. I feel wrong as I get up in the morning. I feel wrong as the sun hides behind the cloudy sky at noon, and I feel wrong
That's
as I lie
called
alone by the
depression.
Yeah, big bed in the evening.
Mood.
Oh, Sierra.
Malthus judges
I was-
suicide to be a sin, since every one of us has a purpose in life to fulfill. But could this really be my purpose? I might have 30 winters left at most, depending on whether or not an illness snatches me away, and behind me I can see nothing but failed dreams. Bloop, 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 but don't do that. Our damned food bank has led to downright wars at the banquets of the Undercity. The rich trying to weasel their way out of making payments as much as they can, and in front of me I can see nothing but fog? That seems the most fitting. So tell me, Malthus, is this really my path? Is this my purpose, to be a failure whose fate is to die alone? My thoughts are chaotic and I'm tired. I don't want to keep writing. And that's the end. That's the last letter.
And that's the last letter, and I'm guessing his most recent, like, it was written recently.
One of his most recent. He has more stuff in his house, but we'll get to that later. We have to go talk to Alfred next. I'm going this way.
Why is it always bandits?
B-rank is for bandits!
Boop.
There you go, booping wolves. Booping snoots.
Stoot. It's Gucci, man.
The snoot would droop. Yes.
I just break the snoot with my fist. Don't think about it too much.
Well, I'm glad that I've already heard all of this depressing shit in a previous playthrough, because I remember that bumming me up pretty bad.
Yeah, and it gets.
I love you, Sarah. Sarah was killed by
bandits.
Yes, I love you so much, Sierra. I wouldn't be where I am
And-
today if not for you. Sierra's dead.
And there's just 2 more pages of, oh, Sierra, I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark heart with light.
And here you are, Robin Graves.
Nothing. I have a compulsion. I'm sorry. I've got to loot things.
You're not gonna take the skull?
I don't want the skull. It's useless to me.
You
Oh
brought
God,
it.
no! The
How
child's
much
gonna
does
find
it
me
go
anyway.
for on the
Shit! I forgot. I have to get into the town by the child.
The
Shit.
child is like, you just
Oh, hold on. This is. Oh no, this is
you
stamina.
bitch.
I am dogging this child over here. I don't want to do his quest yet. He has a little side quest, and I don't want to do it yet. It's not that hard. It's just I can do it later. And now you play my level up music. Thanks, guys.
What it is that the kid
Epic
has
walking.
leveled up and he's following you.
Riverville discovered.
Yeah, this is Riverville. I hate this part of town because I fucking always get caught outside this wall because I'm an idiot.
Honestly, I can't think of this place without thinking of Dale. So it was Archie somewhere in this town.
No.
It's gonna be a.
No, there's some rude people. I don't care! Oh, that was the dog. I thought it was the child. I was like, oh my god, Ray wasn't kidding. So hi, Alfred.
Who are you?
What happened to his broom?
He
It's gonna
put
be
it
like
away
a cool
up his
emo
ass.
kid in a beanie.
Just a traveler. You're Alfred, right? The childhood friend of a man named Yarrow?
Yarrow.
No.
Ignore the blood on my hands.
This is about his death, isn't it?
Did you kill him? Are you gonna fuck me up?
I popped a wolf on the nose. So you heard about it?
Of course, who hasn't?
Oh yes, I did hear of you popping wolves on the nose.
So I heard about Yarrow blowing himself and 15 other children up.
Okay, this dog running back and forth, it needs to calm the fuck down.
I know, right? I just watched the shadows change.
Malthus,
It's
forgive me
the
for
time
talking about
adjusting.
a keeper like that, but it's the truth.
You mean you saw it coming? How?
Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way.
No. No.
Fine, old man. I'll sit. He just rocks to the bench! I forgot he does that!
Everybody needs to jog everywhere.
Yarrow. That's quite a subject.
Euros.
You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other.
Damn dog.
But as long as
Trying to
I
keep her away from dogs.
Can you please just get up and punch it?
Yeah, can we please press E to stand up and walk away from this fucking old man?
No, we don't have a choice. Listen, Jasper got the easy job. He picked this job for a reason. He's like, I do not want to talk to the old man. You can talk to the old man. Oh, his mom didn't die of old age.
Bandits!
Every time it's
Look
bandits.
at that! Bandits! No wonder he got mad. Everybody he loves is being killed by bandits.
on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived.
So yeah,
We're gonna cut him off at the pass.
Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death.
Did he also get killed by bandits?
No.
Decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing.
He filled his dark soul with light.
It changed Yarrow forever.
How exactly?
Well, that's a good question.
Stop asking him questions, he's gonna keep talking.
I don't have a choice.
Despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing.
Did he just stop in sentence or?
Right.
No.
Soon he knew all the.
Oh, so it just froze on my end.
Yeah.
When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could.
He transformed his grief into productivity. Sounds like a rather positive development. Please stop talking.
Indeed. That's one way to look at it.
Now I'm gonna talk for 30 more minutes.
The jewel of the village. The striving.
Here, let me show you a picture of my grandkids.
Yeah.
Even though he was only on the path.
How do you feel about cranberries?
A keeper of the order
punches
came
him in the
to
face and
Riverville
jumps on the wall.
to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate.
Let's see how you deal with bots in a box.
Him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me.
So you're irrelevant, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Is it
That's
uncommon for
exactly
someone
how-
the manufacturer's path to get a chance to become a keeper?
If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the sublime path. So yes, it is uncommon. More than that.
So what did you mean by I always suspected that something like this would happen?
Wait, before you... Ah.
Too late.
To explain.
Keep the question. Keep the
Does this guy have, like, mutton chops?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How he wanted to make the world a better place. To become the greatest keeper since Lorem Waterblade. Underneath
Waterblade.
there was an anger.
So I went with like a cool name like
An
Stormblood.
anger mixed with deep grief.
You think Waterblade isn't cool?
No,
I don't
but
think
you
he
know
was
I had to have
aware
my own
because
name.
he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this to
Might be cool for a place like
work
Riverville.
day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first,
What is the Blue Death?
power, but then
Orbaya.
one day, it
It's the
burst
Red
forth
Death,
in
but
an unholy
color
wave of
colored.
destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs.
What?
I'm just.
Oh.
What do I know about these matters?
Absolutely nothing.
Now let me go to sleep, my dame.
It's the middle of the day!
Memories. I'll make
He's
you
gonna have his old man nap. Alright, thanks for your help, I guess, you fucking loser.
Yes, of course.
You're just gonna nap right here? What the hell?
He's gonna go inside his house. His house is like right in front of us. That's his house.
Oh, okay.
He passes out on the bench.
Yeah, okay, so the Blue Death is what's called an Orbaya.
Dog.
which an Orbaya is created when an Arcanist. Basically, it's actually what essentially happens when you reach 100% Arcane Fever and you go full insane.
I thought he said that you would just strip naked.
That's the start of it. That's the start of the process. Oh shit, the child.
Child!
God, it's like Brynjolf chasing you across all
Except
of
Brynjolf is
Riften.
attractive and has a good voice.
You're right. You're very right.
I don't mind Brynjolf chasing me, man. I like the Thieves Guild. I don't like that kid's quest. So basically, the start of the process is the nudity and the fucking throwing fireballs as you go insane. You start to transform into a giant, fleshy, twisted monster is what happens, and you become a thing known as an Orbaya.
I like it.
Yeah, I can summon them at higher levels, and I'll summon one for you, and we'll fight a problem.
I'm trying to remember. Do you know what that description reminded me of?
What?
What was that lady? Well, it used to be a lady stuck in the tower.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what happens.
The queen of what?
The Queen of Grotesqueries.
The Shrouded Queen, I think her name
The
was.
Shrouded Queen, yes. Her. It reminded me of that.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
I mean, you're not
Except
wrong.
they have a very like blue coloration. That's why they're called the Blue Death. Again,
They're
Endorans
not
are not creative.
slimy and they're not slimy and gross.
I mean,
or maybe they are, but not like that.
They're pretty ucky. They're pretty ucky looking. The first time I fought one, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Do the crabs not attack?
Oh, they do. They're very aggressive. Hold on, let me get closer. This is also a giant dead crab. Don't worry about it. Hey, you. Come here, fucker. Come out. Come out. I'm gonna jump on you. There he goes.
I will fuck you up. Imposing king
It was like
crab.
you had like a dialogue option when you ran past me.
Oh no, it was just showing me that it was there.
Can you attack the giant one?
No, the diamond's. He's already a corpse. You can see
I bet it smells.
You can see he's actually missing like claws and stuff because something else killed it.
Was he killed by the imposing king?
Probably the posing or wolves. That's what I like to think because there's the
Whoa!
The coastal wolves.
Always. The coastal wolf.
Yeah, W is for wolves. We've just fought a bunch of wolves on the beach. I mean.
Coastal wolf
Wolves
sounds
of
like
the
the name
beach.
of a gang, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Beach wolves would be.
Okay, so now it's the stupid house. Also, his deck is fucked
Hey.
up.
Oh my
sure
god.
is.
That triggers me.
His whole house kind of fucked up.
He hasn't been here in a long time.
Oh.
A skeever.
Got rats everywhere.
Oh, fuck.
thought that was a
his
cat at
house the
first.
one that blew up, or what?
No, it was
What?
at the temple. You could actually have a conversation in the room where he blew himself up. You don't realize you're
Okay.
having a conversation in that room until after the conversation and you look at the room.
I suppose my question is more to do with why is his house so fucked up?
Because he hasn't lived here for years. He's been living in Ark.
Okay, I get that, but why didn't anyone else move in?
He's too far from the town.
I guess because he still owned the house.
Also that, and he just didn't care.
And I guess no one ever thought to break in before us.
No one ever thought to squat or anything?
I mean,
That's my
there's a
question.
skeleton right there. Clearly someone thought to squat and got eaten by the rats. Oh, good, that's money. I don't
That
need
poor scrub.
Okay, and Jesper is being Jesper. He's in the basement. Which I'd like to point out, if I try to come back at any point prior to having both pieces of information, the basement would be locked.
You cannot make progress unless you make progress.
Unless you talk to the old man, you cannot come back to Jesper. Like, please, please don't make me talk to the old man. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. You gotta talk to him.
He knew it was gonna happen. That's why he put it on you.
He's a smart man. He's just like, I am not doing that. You
Oh
can do
god,
that.
I have to talk to this old man. No.
I have better things to do, like iron my dog. Bye.
Okay, hold on one heck of... Is it normal in basements to have prison bars?
Yes.
No, but you'll understand later.
Your basement
So
doesn't have
I low key
I don't
just
have a
really
basement.
want to scream.
Why?
Okay, so one of my suite mates has a tendency to not flush the toilet.
Oh, gross.
It's not my roommate.
That's nasty.
It's not my roommate, thankfully, but it's like
It's one of the people that live there.
the girl in the dorm that we share the bathroom, and I'm just like,
Thank you.
why you gotta be so gross?
Oh my god, why am I this weak? I'm walking so slow with this
Bring
bucket.
it up.
And I need the bucket.
Keep bringing it up. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm
Teleport through a wall? Oh.
Maybe it's just because I'm so fucking used to it with my grandma and how I have to constantly remind her of shit.
I mean, I could go put it on Jesper's head. I don't think he'd care.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the bucket really quick. Jesper,
It's
come here,
just-
buddy. Come here, we're gonna have a conversation. But we're gonna have a conversation, like, in a creative... Are you okay?
Well, if it isn't my new friend. I'm okay. Any luck?
Oh, you just, like, you know, you got up and did a whole dance for me. That was pretty cool. I feel bad about putting this bucket on your head.
Well, if it isn't my new
I don't
friend.
think it'll work.
Any luck?
There's a handle.
Oh,
The
you
handle is
tried.
ruining it.
Okay, fine. We'll take the bucket and throw it away.
Well, if it isn't
Wait,
my
there's
new
a
friend.
pot.
What?
He really wants to talk to you.
There's a pot.
He really wants to
On the
talk,
shelf.
and I'm busy, you know, looting. Like,
No,
hi.
there's a pot.
What?
Get the bowl. There's a bowl on the bookcase.
No. Oh, fine.
Well,
Here,
if it
fine.
isn't my
You
new
just really want to
friend.
put a bowl on him.
Any luck?
He's like, talk
Yes.
to me, motherfucker. Stop.
Obviously. Damn it.
So close.
He's like, what
God.
the fuck are you doing? So you just look at him and immediately eat a book in front of his face.
Eat. Now eat your soup, Jespar.
Well, if it isn't my new
You
friend.
eat your soup.
Any luck?
Now will you talk to me? God. Okay, so, you know, if I had to listen to the old man, I gotta tell you about the old man first. I had a chat with this Alfred. He seems to think that blah, 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 blah,
Well,
blah.
well. That's interesting. Good work.
You know, he also, like,
That
put
only
his
leaves
hand
a
on the
mysterious
fucking
object
table
in
and
the
went,
water.
uh-huh, I care so
We'll have a
much.
closer look around
His
here
mouth
in the
is
meantime.
moving the bowl and it's making it freak out.
And it's like, I also found what Jiro tried to get rid of. Here, have a look.
Interesting. I didn't know about his companion's fate, to be honest.
Now I care.
Irony of fate, isn't it? Murdered by those you wanted to help. But the Order will definitely be interested in these letters. Well done. That should be all I need then.
Ow, my nuts.
It just glitched into his lap.
Yes, it's amazing.
I did.
What did you
And
do?
now I
Oh,
figure out
God.
what to make of
Besides
it.
the block?
Come, follow me.
You know what it kind
He
of
moved
looks
it with
like?
his mouth. That's what happened.
But you know what it looked like? It looked like he really had to pee, but he couldn't get up for some reason, so he just grabbed the closest thing. Then all of a sudden you come in and it's like, ah, shit, act like I'm just holding it.
Except
Just
the
act
problem
like that.
is we started with putting the bowl on his head. He was just like, what the fuck are you doing? He was just like, talk to me. What are you doing? I'm gonna pick this lock, by the way. I know you're walking that way, but I got more important things to do, like steal.
Like, yes. Everything
I mean,
is
it's
not
not
nailed down.
stealing if there's no one living
Stealing's
there.
always more
It's true.
important.
It's not thievery, man. I love being novice rank fucking lockpicking. It's so awful. I have to fucking struggle with novice locks. Yeah, okay, I know you want something, but I'm gonna save because I can fuck this up pretty easy.
I present a Star People's lock. And I bet my buttocks will find another answer behind that door over there.
Don't bet your buttocks,
You need
man.
those.
It's very nice butt.
Don't. The butt god might come for you.
Oh.
A Star People's lock? I've never heard of that before.
Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles. But they can be picked.
Damn.
That's gonna be quite the challenge without the bolts.
You need bolts to open them?
Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it.
Is
And
he
once all the
teaching you how to
keyholes, 5
lockpick?
in our case,
He's
are
teaching us how to do an
latched, the door
elaborate
the lock
lockpick.
protects opens up.
Ah.
If you don't have the matching bolts, however,
fun.
you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jaspar. Who knows a little trick?
What kind of trick?
You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words.
So you basically
I'd
have to
say
collect
you
all
do
sorts of
running,
sticks.
and I'll
No,
wait near the
he
pressure
already
plate.
made the stick. He's
Ah,
giving you the
okay.
sticks.
They'll
Okay.
give you the sticks, but like in the future, if you ever have to do this again, you need sticks.
You never encounter this lock again, unless it'll be a forgotten story.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Yeah. And he also has to stand on the pressure plate. So all right then, let's do this.
Splendid.
Great.
Here are the sticks. All right, go.
Also, if you fuck this up enough times, he just goes, "Okay, you stand here. I'll do it.
Let me do it.
I'll do it. It's okay. It's fine." He doesn't get mad at you. He's just like, "I'll do it. It's okay."
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's hard.
Okay, don't
It's
cry.
hard,
Don't
you know?
cry. I understand.
You want it to be cool. I get it, but you know we got stuff to do. It's fine. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll teach you later.
Brilliant.
There we go. Sorry, John.
Really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see.
Yeah, go,
shall we?
Shorty. Go. Because I'm taller than you now, motherfucker. I am. He towered over me the last game when I originally played this because I didn't fuck with the height modifier.
It's true. It's
so
true.
he towered over everybody, actually. He was absurdly huge.
Sorry. Now you're a giant.
Oh, fuck.
Great.
Thanks.
Is that
I love flame Atronox.
Yeah. She's dead now.
Yep.
Because she shot me first,
that
you
with
didn't
a
hear him
bang?
go, "Oh shit!"
Fire elemental. Not a weak one. This Yarrow knew about magic, that's for sure.
I beat its ass, don't worry.
That leaves us with the question of
Not a
what
weak
exactly-
one, he says as he stands in the explosion, unflinching.
Jasper's pretty tough.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. He can't die now because he used to. I will explain the glitch when we get to that part. So it looks like a corpse, but whose? Because you see the corpse
I
at the
suppose
end.
that's his companion. Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage.
Why was he on the wrong side of the law?
Well, burials are considered heathen here in Enderal, and have been forbidden for about 300 years now.
What?
Here, corpses are always cremated. The whole thing's called the Last Journey.
Oh.
The deceased is taken to a place he or she considered special during his or her life, immediately after dying. That's the only way the soul can move on to the eternal paths. Sounds very poetic, but I'm pretty sure the only reason the Order introduced the law was to prevent plagues. Plus, they might have noticed that too many lost ones running around on trade routes aren't that much fun for wanderers and traveling merchants.
Those are the Zambos,
Yeah,
right?
lost ones are Zambos. That's what their name is for them. So burying somebody like that is considered a crime?
Yeah, but of course that only goes for the little man. The rich and powerful still tend to their family crypts. And there are still plenty of old vaults around from the time before this whole last journey thing was begun. And it's good that way. What would life as a treasure hunter be like without the notorious noble looking for family jewels in a century-old grave?
I like him.
So what
He's
now?
sassy, just like you.
Yeah, we're gonna be the sassy friend. So what now?
Let's take a look around and see if we find anything. Huh?
I can't do ponytails right. What the hell?
I am about to die,
Okay.
so I'm gonna knock out. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're fine.
Yeah, it's
Again,
cool.
this is
So
recorded.
this is the Syrah?
Yeah, this is Syrah. This is her. They use the lady.
Oh, she's
Hey,
gross.
the light, the
So
night
beautiful.
mother.
Use the night
Oh.
model for her. So yeah, there's this book. I also do not take this book because taking this book fucking gets stuck in the inventory for the rest of the game. So, beloved Syrah, this is my final letter to you, and I'm writing it to ask you for your forgiveness. Forgiveness for murdering you, because that's what I've done. I can very well imagine how you would react to this if you were still alive. You'd smile, shake your head, and tell me that this was one of my moments when I tend to blow everything out of proportion. But as much as I would like to believe that, you'd be mistaken. No, it wasn't me who ended your life, but I still bear the responsibility, for it was I who let it come this far. Why? Because I was the one who deceived you. I was the one who told you those ridiculous tales of heroes and idealists. I was the one who told you that only cowards give up. And it was I who infected you with all these ideas of mine, which were no more than foolish illusions. I see it now clearer than ever, but I didn't then because I made a mistake. The mistake of thinking that this world wants to be saved. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But the more you think about it, the more apparent it becomes. It doesn't. It never did, and it never deserved it anyway. And yes, I can imagine what you'd say to that too. That I became what I always loathed. But Syrah, just look around and confront the reality, confront the world we live in. Look at how much we have and how little we appreciate it. Look at how we could work together, but we fight wars instead. Look how we could choose to love, but choose instead hatred. It's never been different, Syrah, and no, there's no hope, no matter how much we tell ourselves there is. And it hurts me to write this, it really does, but it's the truth, plain and simple. And I'm tired of clouding my mind with all these lies we tell ourselves again and again. just to avoid confronting the obvious. Mankind is at its end. A Kuranian philosopher once wrote that there is a point in our lives where we make a choice, the choice to live valiantly but in austerity, or live correctly but in pleasure. The latter is what the philosopher calls choosing the void, because that is what's behind the surface of the behind the supposed attractiveness of this. And do you see what I'm going, Syrah? All of them, all these numb-headed fools around us chose the void. We were among the few who didn't, among the few who dreamed of something more and were willing to sacrifice for it, and might have even succeeded if we hadn't been alone. But we were, Syrah, we were alone. And now they talk of a red madness that infects our minds. Madness? It's so simple, don't you see? They realize what they have chosen. They realize that their lives are devoid of sense, of purpose, and they can no longer look away from the truth. That they and their cowardice, that they and their ignorance shaped a world with nothing in it worth living for. And no, I do not say this lightly. You should know this better than anyone else. I wanted to believe it. I wanted to believe that there's a way, but that we had to try hard enough. But what I see here, your withered body, shows me that of all our plans, all of our plans were doomed from the start. We should have fled to some remote island to become old together, but we didn't. And now I'm here with your blood on my hands. I turned the page again. Blood on your hands, where is it at? All because I infected you with my folly. I'll go, Syrah. I don't know whether something awaits me after death or whether it's just darkness, and to be honest, I don't care. But before I go, I'll give you this word. Or give this world what it deserves. Do you remember what I wrote? They had a choice between virtue and void, and they chose the latter. They shall have it.
Well, this is what we call severely
A tragic
untreated
ending for a
depression.
tragic personality, I'd say.
The cat is scratching at my door.
I think that should suffice.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out now.
All right.
Good night,
Ray.
everybody.
Okay, I'm back. So what do you think about all
Well, what
this?
should I think about it? Yarrow was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville.
This one I actually have a hard choice because of how I'm playing this character. I know
What's
which
the
one's
right choice?
the right.
Which one's the...
There is no right choice.
Yes, there is.
There's no right
It's
choice.
easier to say the second one when you have butterflies in your mouth.
True, you've got a point there. So what's next? Are we going to Ark?
Yeah, we are.
I'm gonna eat some more
Here,
butterflies.
I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go. I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
To be honest, in my opinion, he's the easiest one to point gain with, so, him losing points there would not have been a big deal. Yeah, I like the fact that I got trapped in this fucking position. So he teleports. You get a teleport in this game. He gave us teleport scrolls. We're gonna actually burn them right now because we're gonna move fast. We're gonna try to finish this first story arc, which ends when we go to Ark in a minute. I didn't teleport. Jesus, fuck me. I'm really bad at holding the mouse button, as you can tell. There we go.
So is this like almost done?
Yeah, it's almost done. We only have the last run to Ark to make.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm burning. I'm
see
trying
if I can make it that far.
Yeah, we will try. It's not the longest run in the world because I won't be running off to attack dungeons. That I will do off screen.
Speedrunner core.
No, I mean like this session specifically. I'll see how far I get. I have to try to.
Yeah, we're about to.
It is 1:30 in the morning.
It is 1:30 in the morning. We're gonna end it as soon as we get through the first arc, because that was the original first session, was at the end of the first arc, which is, well, this isn't the first story arc actually completely. The first story arc ends a little further, but this is like the first major hump of the story.
Yeah, prelude.
Gotcha.
The Sun Coast investigation is like the main chunk of it.
Yeah, there's like the prelude.
Yeah, there's the prologue, which is up until you wake up, and then you are actually up until you get out of the ruins. And then this is the first chunk of the first story arc. Oh, hello. Yeah, why are you right here? Okay.
Is it important?
No, it's not. Leave me alone.
Wow.
Fuck you. I'm eating butterflies.
I'm on a mission for God.
I am not on a mission of God. Fuck God. I am Neramis. We hate the gods, man. Fuck those gods.
What if the gods tell you to be the time drunk?
Fuck the gods. I'm
Are
gonna
we
stab.
are we gonna forget about that?
We're gonna stab people, man. That's our fucking life goal.
I was making a Blues Brothers reference, and oh my gosh. that
We just took it out of hand.
Spectacularly.
Oh, this is when he gives me books to put in my mouth.
Is it?
Yes, it's right here at the counter.
Malfest's blessing.
We go, hey bitch, come, let's go to Ark, come on, take me.
Well, well, well. Haven't I seen this fair lady before? How about a sip of wine?
It'll go deliciously with my butterflies, so yeah.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myra's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
Yeah, you don't get to see the fluffy babies yet. Oh, also, what's a Myra?
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrids are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, and quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrid towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrids can take you from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's Myrid's injured, so we'll have to walk.
So I feel like if he said the phrase, oh right, you're a dipshit, he'd still be as endearing as he is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. The sooner I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though.
I'm starting to understand what kind of NPCs I should be making for you guys.
Assholes.
Don't count me in this.
You know what kind of waifu he likes.
I mean.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Why are you saying I like fighting? I like magic. Actually, it's because I haven't been putting points in my trees, so it auto-assumes that I like fighting. No, I was planning to learn more about magic.
I see.
It's okay, I was prepared.
I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful.
It's okay, I'm prepared. I got magic books anyway. So yeah, this is just telling you about the skill system I explained earlier in a much faster way than that. So we can also get a knowledge point out of these. What are these books?
The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, volumes 1
Wow.
and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes
Oh
aside,
my
these are learning
God.
books from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read.
Tastes like erotica.
You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while.
She just immediately puts the erotica books in her mouth. He's like, oh my god. What the fuck? Huh, thanks.
You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Okay, so it's gonna jump night. Okay, this is just another character will follow you. They only follow you on a predestinated route. So if you go off the route, they will be like, oh, okay, have fun exploring, I could use the break, and will not follow you. So you cannot, like, do cheap cheating like you can in Skyrim and some guy follows you and you're like, you are now my permanent follower.
We must save my family.
Yeah, exactly that. Now,
The bandits are coming.
just to be safe, I'm gonna check something, which requires me to do this, to make sure we don't have the glitch we had last time, which Uni will remember fondly.
Yeah.
We don't have the glitch, he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when they run with you, you're not supposed to be able to hit them, because the idea is they don't get in your way. So you
Gotcha.
can shoot through and everything. Come here, Jasper. There you are.
If you kill him now, then...
No, I will not kill him.
But then it would be over because the villain's dead.
He's not the villain! You know this personally!
It feels like the villain.
He feels very villain-esque, I
No,
gotta
he
say.
doesn't.
Last
Wet hair is
time,
very suspicious.
but the last time we had this, he
Aw.
was glitched. He was glitched out where you could damage him, and he could go into bleed out. And so what happened is there is a portion later on with the, do you know the area kind of near Whiterun where there's those bandits and they're the tower over the bridge, little bridge over the river?
Yeah.
There's an area very similar to that we passed on this route. So because the bandits auto-aggroed onto him, or auto-aggroed onto me, and so he goes, threat to player character, must kill. So he charged in to attack the bandits. Bandits could also do damage to him, and the end result was he got mobbed by like 5 bandits and tossed off the bridge in bleed out mode into the river below.
Nah.
And he was like confused.
Oh.
The game was like super confused because it's like he's not supposed to be here. How did he get here? And so it wouldn't
Oh yeah,
move him.
were you stuck like that for a while?
Yeah, he was stuck in the river for a while. Like I had to run a majority of the way to Ark on my own before the game was like, oh, I'll just teleport him next to you. So we'd left him. I remember fondly saying something of he chose to live a life with the fishes. And he was happy. So yeah, he's gonna follow us
It was
along.
better than living in life in.
Yeah, I mean, he avoids a lot of trauma this way if he lives with the fishes.
He does say stuff when you swing at him still.
So
right?
do you.
No, he doesn't. He does not. He says huh because you bump into him, but that's what he always says when you bump.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like, why are you running into me? Why are you... Although I'm waiting for him to taunt the wolves, but never mind, I'm just gonna kick the wolf in the neck.
Did you just the wolf with my sword?
No, I kicked the wolf in the neck. As he was trying to flurry the wolf. He was trying to flurry the wolf desperately with his little knives, and I was just like, bitch, this is how you do it. Kick him.
Sleepy.
Yes, no, come here. No, come here.
You fucking scum.
Oh yeah, I know. I killed your friend for trying to kill me. How boo-hoo. Poor you.
How dare you? We just wanted to beat you up and take your money. We weren't gonna kill you.
You know, there's
I gotta
gotta
be someone cool about this.
There's gotta be... Jesper, can you please move? Thank you.
No.
No, don't trap me in these rooms. It's not funny. There's gotta be some...
Jasper does what he wants.
He does, kind of. There's gotta probably be some point on this run to Ark where he's like, you know, there was this random tall lady, I pulled her out of the bushes. You know, seems like she'd probably die easy, and then she's just sitting here fucking putting swords through men's heads. Like, whatever, come on, let's go. She's like, huh.
She's been eating butterflies since we met, and me and the doing it.
I think she might be psychotic, but I kind of like her. She's my new friend.
Works out.
I'm adopting her as my new friend.
Butterflies and
hang on a second.
Mushrooms and human flesh.
Not human flesh.
Isn't it?
Occasionally feathers.
Make life so damn worth living.
Just puts a whole burger.
This place was once a
This
trading post,
place has magic.
It's completely dark and blurry. I can't see anything.
It's fine, yeah. So, he's telling
So
me...
majestic.
So what's the isolate?
Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eradan left Narim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You guys are
If you want
assholes.
to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us.
Oh.
So yeah.
I don't want to walk no more.
Carry me, asshole.
Jax is going to die.
We might...
No, I'm good. I'm good. I can make it. I can make it.
That doesn't sound like the voice of someone that can.
You're really close. He's not gonna fall off the bridge this time, so we won't have 20 minutes dedicated to trying to fish him out of the water. Because that's what happened.
You just throw a line in.
It won't happen again. He's fine. He's
More
coming.
wolf! Jasper, grab the fucking line! No, I'm a fish now.
Fuck!
Fuck the wolves!
Damn these wolves.
We're not looking at that
Never
man.
stood a chance.
We're not looking at that man. He makes the knee joke. We're not doing it. We don't have time to show Jesper what happens to people who make the arrow the knee. Oh, there's the drunk guys. That's right.
Hey, you there.
Please stop running me
Yes,
over.
you. Come over here. Now, I need your help. It's urgent.
Sure.
Can you just kill him?
He's He's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch.
Just for stabbing for
He's freezing out here.
Jax, why would you kill him? He didn't do anything to anyone.
Go back to work without
He's being a nuisance to society.
Oh my goodness. You're actually...
Oh, we're gonna talk to his
He's
brother.
being drunk in public.
He's being drunk in public. We're going to ask his brother to come fix this. Hey, dude.
Yo, go check your brother.
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here.
Your brother sent me. He said he's freezing and it's your turn to take watch, which he did not. But
Does
okay.
he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than...
See? Kill him.
Sober, I won't move a finger wet from this fire.
Jasper, stab him.
Listen, you guys obviously have a lot of issues you two brothers need to sort out. I don't see why I need to be like the messenger person.
Oliver said you're an idiot who does
All
nothing
this-
but get plastered. Until you sober up, he won't come.
What? I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours?
Jasper's like, no.
If it weren't for
He's
him,
standing between, like,
we would
please
be
leave.
on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
Oof!
Just kill him! Oh my god, I hate this.
We're the messenger. Oliver
kill
told
him
me
already.
to tell you to move your fat ass.
Oh, did he now? Well then.
I love this
Tell
scene.
him that what he wants interests me as much as the color of his fucking balls.
Oh my god.
Wow. Sick burn.
Holy shit!
Oh shit, you won't believe what your brother said to that.
Oliver
It's
said.
not like you're the same color.
Started talking about your balls.
Oliver said what you want interests him as much as the color of your fucking ball.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass. Give him a knuckle sandwich. Smack him in the gob. Spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean.
I think you do that yourself, bye!
Yeah, why don't you fight your own battles?
Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
No.
Raises, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, fair lady.
Jasper's like, run, run, run!
Run! Run!
They will go beat the shit out of each other, by the way.
You're not gonna watch?
No, we don't have time. Jax has died. The fact I
Like
did
we have
that.
time to watch that because
No, because nothing else happens and then they beat the shit out of each other, and usually the drunk one loses. We do have time for this, though. Hold on, come here, Jasper. Come here, Jasper. Come here. I need you to fight something for me.
Oh no!
I will die.
We're getting into the water.
We're not getting in the water. We're going. We're looting. There it is. Go fight the corpse for me. For the ghost. Go on, do it, Jasper. Or I'll do it. You know, I got it. He's dead now. Oh fuck the cat! I forgot about the cat.
Did you just kill a cat?
No, there's a big mean cat. Oh, it's running from Jasper. Never mind. Or is he mad at the goat? That's not a cat. That's a goat. Why are you abusing? Why are you abusing the goat?
I mean, there was like a
roar. I did hear the roar too.
yeah, and I saw the red dot.
I think you probably lighting the goat and it got mad at you.
And Jasper went into auto. I must kill it because the AI is super aggressive about protecting you if it's on your side. It's like
That's hot.
immediately violent. I will destroy everything for you. I'm trying to take care of these ones.
the bandits are coming.
We must save my family.
I need help! Oh, did he get inside somehow? Why did he get inside? I see his little marker.
Trying to take out this entire fortress of bandits.
He can on his own. He can take damage.
I mean, he's evil enough. I mean, he's like the final boss, probably, so I believe it.
Yeah, he's totally the final boss. Absolutely. Oh, it's him, man. He's gonna kill us all. I'm gonna get my ass beat by the little man with the dagger. No.
Your whole giant ass.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking huge. This fucking guy is a little twerp in comparison to me. This is a health level. I had to check my notes real quick. I'm sorry. I have a whole list for progression on the wheel. I don't care about the hero menu because I don't care about my memory points yet.
Oh my gosh, it came back!
It's
Was
spamming.
that the bridge?
Yeah, that was the bridge where he got thrown off
Okay.
last time. He's fine.
It was?
Yeah, because he's immune this time to damage, so he can't get knocked off.
Hmm.
Yay!
So he just sat there and like mighty glaciered his way through it with his little daggers.
At least he didn't, fall into the water and become a fish.
Yeah, we saved him
And
from
sort
becoming...
of die.
We saved him from temporarily becoming a salmon merman.
Yeah. I wasn't that one of the highlights of your stream, Martha?
Yeah, that was the highlight of it. Was the fish Jesper. He ascended to a better plane. Rather descended, but you know.
Ah.
Jax is dying. We're almost there. We're like about 3 seconds. We're on the final leg.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're on the final leg. The most we have to do.
That was supposed to be a laugh. I hope you guys know that. It was supposed to be a laugh.
It is.
We're about to hit.
It's over there. I can see it.
Yep, there's the city.
Oh.
It's actually quite big.
Oh god, it's so blurry right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
It is.
man.
Everything's like made of squares.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I wonder if Twitch would make this easier. Or would
But
be,
then,
like,
yeah, you guys
not as
can't
blurry.
commentate. Oh, you! Bitch with the bird eggs! Fucking hate you!
Oh god.
Hi, Kermai, you fucking bitch!
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He would be very grateful.
He would be very grateful to not get thrown in the river. Who would?
Well, he, Kermai Kazor Tatakajape.
Never insult one of my names again, Uni.
Your help. Tell him, my sir, do you have good eyes?
You clearly don't, because I am not a sir. Unless you were talking to Jesper and making him do the stupid bird egg quest. I had to talk to the old man.
Isn't this a mandatory quest too?
It is not. It's actually optional, but it's relevant because he becomes relevant later on.
Okay.
So it's, you should do it, is one of the things. So I think so, yes. I have good eyes. You don't. I'm a woman.
It's more like
Good. Very good. Let him cut to the chase. He is in dire need of eggs. Lots of eggs.
What the
He
fuck?
wants you to help him.
Really?
You're a starling,
Sorry,
aren't you?
help
We're
now.
not going to talk about your eggs.
A half-starling, yes. But unfortunately, he's not from Anku, if that's what you would have asked next. Which is something
Why does he
he
talk in third
really
person?
regrets. This
He's a fucking
world,
starling.
it's
They're weird.
so dirty.
It's physically painful.
It's very painful.
But, well, what can you do? One is what one is.
Okay, so do I look like a hen?
He is not talking about common eggs.
I'm talking about a common swirly in the
Do
river.
you see those brown
He
hamburgers
needs his
circling over the
oats
hearth?
brothered.
In many other countries, such as Nerim or Kira, their hatchlings are brought up to be letterbirds. He wants to raise such letterbirds for a special purpose. So, what do you say? Will you help an old starling? The ancient fathers would thank you for it. He's sure of that.
Yes, your ancient fathers. What special purpose exactly? Because I don't want to get the whole ancient fathers spiel.
That's hard to explain. He doubts you would understand. But it has to do with our lost home.
He's not gonna fuck the eggs, is
he?
He is.
Not going
That's
to
what
fuck
this
the
is all
eggs.
about.
You're lost home.
Yes.
How's he supposed to jack his big old dick without eggs?
We are destined to return to eventually. Don't you know the stories? There's a city far up in the sky, and all the worldly suffering doesn't exist
That is
there.
the most vulgar
This
I've
is
ever
no
heard
place to
be
talk about that.
out loud.
There are books which could
Out
explain
loud.
our prophecies a lot better than he ever could.
Yes, he. Hammerbird eggs, understood. Where exactly can I find them?
Well, That is the part where your good eyes come into play. All you need to do is follow the movements of the birds flying above the sea here and in its vicinity.
I will do this off screen.
Eventually, they will return to their nests.
Now I remember which one
We
the
will-
super
we'll
hard
search
annoying
for the
side
eggs.
quest was.
Come back once you found
It was
a good
this one.
handful or more. He will wait for your return.
This particular side quest is a pain in the ass.
This first portion, damn Jessica,
It is
you look salty as
literally
shit.
that
I think you understand this quest is annoying. Look at him. Hold on. I'm gonna turn around properly in first person. Look how angry he is. He's just like. This first portion ain't too bad. They're like all within like right. There's like one nest
There
right
it
there.
is.
They're
Ark. Majestic, isn't it?
yeah, it's pretty cool. But they're like right there and everything. You're just like right in this vicinity. The other 3 he sends you on after getting these eggs are the most annoying motherfuckers, and the worst ones are the ones in the goddamn desert. Because the desert,
In the desert. Yep.
everything
I remember
about
you wandering around for hours looking for the fucking eggs.
the desert is the worst in general. The desert is where if you are not
And also dying a lot because the desert is hard.
the desert will fucking thrash your shit in. It's just like, yeah, the game was not hard. Now it is. And that's because that's the end game kind of area, I guess. But oh boy, they just like to kick your ass. So anyway, let's go.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
Here we
boy.
go.
Okay, so we're gonna go on the gate, and then this is where we'll stop after he gives his spiel about the city. Because yeah, it's when he leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when he goes. And he goes to wait for us in the market for however many days I decide to fucking abuse the bank. He literally sits there just like eating bread and he's like, where is this chick? What is she doing? I have been waiting for a month.
It's been 1,000 years.
I did my waiting.
He's literally doing the Judge Judy gif of her slamming the fucking top of the thing and tapping her watch. Where the fuck are you?
I did my waiting. 12 years of it.
Oh.
In the
And
market.
here we are.
Actually, that's exactly where he
Welcome to
goes.
I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Orenthiel and his mages in person, alright?
Wait, hold up. Tealor Orenthiel, the Grand Master of the Holy Order. I thought he was in prison in Erin.
By his own son, Nerazul, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was.
That's not the weirdest part about him.
Yeah, I assure you it's not, man.
Oh boy.
Let's get this straight. That Lightborn's most trusted servant returned to Enderal together with his former arch enemies.
He did, yeah. It seems
David,
that something
you
happened
might
between
appreciate
him and
this.
them that made them sort out their issues, you could say.
Oh god.
They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that
I
caused.
feel
in
like
the
this
Holy
isn't
Order
just
itself.
Broly.
But in
I
the
feel
end,
like it's grapplers in any game.
You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma.
Where's
that's
this
for sure.
guard doing? Are you? The guard's like, no, don't have your fucking spiel here right in front of me. I got fucking patrol duty, man. I'm bored. So that means Lightborn's most vicious enemies now work together with the Lightborn's most faithful servants. Lily, will you be quiet? That's bizarre.
You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, actually, can you tell me a little more about the city? Where can I find some new gear, for example? I mean, I like looking like a murder hobo and all, but...
Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. Alright then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The Foreign Quarter, where we are right now, the Marketplace, the Nobles' Quarters, the South Quarter, and the Temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need. If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the Nobles' Quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity.
Undercity, that hasn't sounded too inviting.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a
Dark
cluster of
town.
caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live. Not to mention those that the Order
think
doesn't
Jesper
like to
wants
see
to
in their
leave.
neat, pretty streets in the
He's
upper
trying to
city.
moonwalk out.
He keeps
Not a place I'd
sliding off to
recommend
the
you
side.
visit, at least not unless you're looking
It's
for
actually, I have a hard time with the
mischievous
inclines. If you pay attention to Skyrim, all the fucking characters have a horrible time with the inclines if you leave them trapped there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think I can find my way around now. I'm not stupid.
Great.
I just eat butterflies.
See you later and enjoy your stay.
No, I'm not stupid, but I am legally insane.
I might be a little psychotic, my dude. You have fun. Okay, so that's where we're gonna go ahead. We'll save it on 16. I'll start from purging saves. So that's the end of that for now.
Alright,
Yay.
next time.
We'll be back.
Yay.
Because this technically isn't a pause section, I'll probably will do some grinding in between, off screen, so I can level up. Because the first pause section doesn't come until, like, the fucking very end of the first story arc completely. Which is really weird, so it's really hard to do side quests on screen with that kind of behavior. So yeah, that's how we're gonna end it right there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the first 5 levels, and now I have to reset all of my shit.